unanimous support from Republicans without votes from many Democrats. At the White House, Jared Halpern, Fox News.
Democrats in Congress and state governors are suing to block President Trump's order attempting to limit mail-in voting in the midterm elections. It would create an approved list of absentee voters in each state. And the suit says the order illegally interferes in the state's power to regulate elections. America's listening to Fox News.
No one gives you more accurate weather more often than News Talk. KZRG, we're heading for a high of 80. Your complete forecast with KZRG meteorologist Terry Smith following sports. That'll be at 6:08. It's raining in the 4 states. It's 61 in Neosho, 63 in Pittsburgh, 63 in Galena, 63 in Joplin. AM 1310, FM 102.9, 105.9. And on your smart speaker, News Talk, KZRG. Train versus tractor trailer. Carl Junction Assistant Police Chief Jim Stever told News Talk KZRG.
A tractor and a trailer towing some items that was northbound on 171 went to go make a left turn and got high-centered on the railroad track. Before the driver could notify the railroad, southbound train came through and struck the trailer portion. Nobody was injured.
Crews spent several hours on the scene cleaning up the mess. Reports are that the intersection of Pinnell and 171 is still closed as of this morning. An unprecedented response.
The city of Joplin got so many requests for its housing assistance program, JHAP 3, that they had to close that a little early. Any applicant that's not yet gotten eligibility email should be aware, again, the city of Joplin no longer processing those applications. That JHAP 3 initiative is helping qualified buyers get up to $40,000 to get into a new home. I'm Ty Albright, News on KZRG.
Here's your chance to help keep the city of Joplin safe. Joplin City Manager Nick Edwards and Citizen Committee co-chairperson Dottie Murphy joining the KZRG Morning News Watch to urge citizens to vote yes on Proposition Police and Fire on the upcoming April 7th ballot. Murphy said,
"We're losing our police officers, our firefighters, our dispatchers for various reasons, some of which are the pay, competitive pay. They can get paid better 100 miles down the road than they get here, even just a few miles down the road. Also, one of the big things is staffing. They're very short-staffed at this point."
Murphy adding voting yes on the proposition would help reverse the trend of well-trained personnel leaving for better situations. If you see news, text us at 417-782-1310. It is 63 with rain at 6:04. News Talk, KZRG.
As the Trump administration seeks proof of U.S. citizenship for voting, Missouri lawmakers are also considering stricter proof of citizenship to get food stamps and health care benefits.
Senate Bill 1772, it's one of several proposals tied to immigration policies. In Missouri's ongoing legislative session, the bill would require an individual to prove U.S. citizenship to receive food assistance through SNAP or Medicaid assistance through the state. It would explicitly ban non-citizens from receiving such benefits unless they meet federal definitions of qualified or eligible immigrants. The measure, under review in the Missouri Senate, would also require verification of citizenship before offering voter registration and require commercial vehicle drivers to speak and read English. Jeff Manasso, Fox News.
They called him Mr. C. The Jay Oklahoma School District announcing that Kit Coffrin, loved by all and known to students as Mr. C, passed away yesterday morning in his classroom before the start of the school day following a sudden medical emergency. Coffrin taught art, esports, robotics, and was a strong advocate for Native American culture. Counseling services will be made available to students and staff during this difficult time in Jay, Oklahoma. Now with sports, here's Lucas Davis on News Talk, KZRG.
In MLB action, the Cardinals walked it off with a 2-1 win yesterday in the rubber match against the Mets thanks to a bloop single from Mason Wynn. St. Louis is off today before hitting the road for the next 6 games. The Royals were off yesterday and wrap up their series with the Mets today, with KC going for the sweep at 110. In D2 baseball, MSSU hosts Central Oklahoma in the first of 3 tonight at 5. Pitt State is at Fort Hays State today to kick off the first of a 3-game set as well. In prep baseball, Carl Junction beats Seneca 10-9. In prep softball, Diamond B Fair Grove 6-1. Sports is brought to you by Hickman Lawn and Landscape. For professional lawn and landscape solutions in Webb City and Joplin, choose the experts at Hickman Lawn and Landscape. Visit hickmanlawns.com. Lucas Davis, News Talk KZRG.
Your news, the service of Galena Liberty Pawn. Sell your unwanted gold and silver directly to the refiner for top dollar. They also sell gold and silver bullion. Galena Liberty Pawn, 708 South Main in Galena, Kansas. I'm Steve Scott.
And I'm Ted Bojorquez.
Next news at 6:30. Breaking news as it happens. No one gives you more accurate weather more often than News Talk. KZRG. Now, KZRG meteorologist Terry Smith.
Here is your KZRG forecast. Just a few lingering showers this morning and then dry, partly cloudy, breezy, 80 today. A few showers tomorrow. I'm meteorologist Terry Smith in the KZRG Storm Center.
Find out how to brand your business and grow your bottom line with the Zimmer Marketing Brand Camp Workshop, Tuesday, April 21st. Catered by Rockin' W Barbecue. For details, visit zimmermarketing.com today. Zimmer Marketing, it just works.
KZRG Storm Tracker radar showing rain throughout most of the 4 states. The heaviest rain is right now in McDonald and Newton counties, as well as some of the rain in Jasper and Ottawa and Cherokee County, extending up into Barton County. It is 61 in Neosho, 63 in Pittsburgh, 63 in Baxter Springs, 63 in Joplin. News Talk KZRG with 100 weather updates every 24 hours. KZRG News Time now, 6:08.
Your Touchstone Energy Cooperative knows safety is the backbone of reliability. From the ongoing training of our line workers to classroom safety programs for our kids, our commitment to electrical safety has always been job one. So we can deliver reliable energy and peace of mind. That's why safety runs through everything we do.
Newmac Electric Cooperative, your Touchstone Energy partner.
For years, I've talked about Relief Factor. You've heard stories about the people who finally found real relief after trying the 3-week quick start. I'm one of those stories. My pain had become so bad that I was starting to believe that my best days were behind me. This was like 10 years ago. Relief was not in the picture until I tried Relief Factor. They are always striving to help people get out and stay out of pain. And remarkably, Relief Factor has made their already trusted formula even better. They've added premium black pepper extract because apparently that helps your body absorb the high-quality key ingredients more efficiently. So in simple terms, it helps your body get even more benefit from what you're already taking, and that matters. If you're going to take something daily, you want your body actually using as much of it as possible. So if you've been listening to me talk about Relief Factor for a while, this is your moment. Or if you're already taking it, you're now going to get the enhanced formula designed to work even smarter. Start with a 3-week quick start. It's $19.95 at relieffactor.com or call 800-4RELIEF. How will it feel to be out of pain? relieffactor.com.
It's your third belly laugh in under 10 minutes and the perfect slice of sunshine peering through the blinds while your kids tell the story of your spouse's attempt at making puppy dog pancakes. Spoiler alert, they look a lot more like lopsided bunnies. It's sitting on your brand new deck, pausing the rivalry and chaos of Monopoly with your best friends, and hearing even the cicadas get quiet when you share the big news we're expecting again. It's core memories, unforgettable and pure joy in a home that's the perfect backdrop to carefully curate each moment. Thanks to E.L. Marshall.
Hi, I'm Jackie with E.L. Marshall Construction. We're here to create your ideal space, from custom remodels to building your dream home from the ground up. Love your location but need more room? E.L. Marshall also specializes in seamless indoor or outdoor additions. Or maybe your home just needs a refresh. E.L. Marshall can elevate your living space with timeless design and lasting value. Learn more today at elmarshallconstruction.com. E.L. Marshall, building relationships brick by brick.
News, weather, politics. Live from the Downstream Casino Resort Studio. News Talk KZRG. Depend on it. From Studio 1Z, with the latest news, commentary, and weather, it's the KZRG Morning News Watch on News Talk KZRG.
6:11. KZRG News Time. Little wet, little windy, little rainy out this morning. What the heck?
Yes, it is. And the rain is moving a little bit farther to the north and east as we speak, but it's still going to be continuing for a little while. Heaviest rain right now is to the northwest of Anderson, to the southwest of Goodman, in McDonald County, and then now it's extending into the Neosho area up through Diamond, up into Sarcoxie, La Russell, and Carthage getting a little bit of rain. Joplin and Carl Junction getting some light rain, but this rain's going to be coming to an end here in a little bit for today. We do have a 100% chance of rain for today with showers, possibly a thunderstorm. The high today is going to be, well, it will be breezy. The high today is going to be 80. Then tonight it's going to be isolated showers and thunderstorms, partly cloudy down to 67, mostly cloudy with a chance of more showers and thunderstorms tomorrow, 78. And in fact, we might have another chance of some severe weather, possibly as early as tomorrow.
Mm-hmm. Hey, by the way, don't forget, tomorrow is Friday, and that is when the KZRG Insiders newsletter goes out to those that are signed up. It'll be in your email inbox. It's totally free to sign up. No spam, just straight local and national news, things you care about. And in addition to that, also part of that weekly newsletter that goes out by one Mr. Lucas Davis are exclusive contesting, including this week, a pair of tickets to the Ozark Mountain Daredevils. They're going to be at Downstream Casino Resort Pavilion on Sunday, April 19th, and we have a pair of tickets with your name on them. In order to win, you have to enter the drawing, and in order to enter the drawing, you have to be a KZRG insider. If you're an insider, you're going to get that email blast, which gives you a link to an exclusive location to enter. It's not a physical location, it's a URL address. To enter digitally to win those tickets. If you are not a KZRG insider, you'll have no idea where or how or when to enter. But if you are an insider, then you will. Hence, insider.
I'm in the studio, so am I an insider?
No, you're just inside.
Oh, I'm just inside. Never mind.
Mm-hmm, exactly. In any case, that is the dealio. Now, it's not too late to be an insider. You can sign up right now. Really, you can sign up so long as you sign up before 12 noon tomorrow. You'll get that blast. And to sign up, go to newstalkkzrg.com, click on Insider, bada bing, bada boom, sign up.
That's right.
Like that. Well, here's a story we talked a little bit about yesterday, but I wanted to get more into the details. Missouri's Attorney General Catherine Hanaway has filed suit against a company called CBD American Shaman.
American Shaman. Where have I heard that last word before?
What?
Shaman. It's
David Koresh, perhaps? I don't know.
I don't know, or maybe it's a toilet paper that bears like to
That's
advertise.
Charmin.
Oh, that's Charmin. Never mind.
All right, we got something's on Steve's mind. Had too much coffee there this morning, bud?
Not enough yet.
Uh-huh.
Working on it.
Now, this lawsuit is against American Shaman and a whole host of a bunch of other companies that are connected to it, both loosely and directly. And the reason why is over something called 7-OH, which is short. And Steve, you're lucky I did not put this in the big three.
You just couldn't call it 7-O. It says 7-OH. 7-O.
Oh, I guess you could, yeah. It's short for 7-hydroxymitgrinate. So,
can you say that again, please?
I'm pretty sure it's what kills Superman, basically.
No, that's kryptonite.
It's that, but with hydromoxonite in front of it, or as Steve calls it, 7-O. So basically, this is a plant-based drug that, when it is concentrated in very, very high concentrate doses and sold, it is functionally an opioid and can be incredibly addictive. There are other forms of this type of drug similar to it, the most famous of which is called kratom. Now, anecdotally, cruising around Joplin, Webb City, Carl Junction, I have seen smoke shops that have big old neon signs that say,
We have kratom.
Kratom here, kratom here.
Kratom.
Yeah, don't buy that. Apparently, it's highly addictive. The Attorney General, in a written statement, said, quote, Missourians, including those struggling with opioid addiction, are being dangerously misled into believing 7-OH is predictable, safe, and natural. This could not be more untrue. It is my job to protect Missourians and clear 7-O. Are we calling it 7-O or O? You're the drug guy, Steve. You know all the street slang.
7-OH.
You're going to go OH?
7-O would be the street slang, but 7-O.
Well, and you know Steve.
Well, either way, doesn't matter. It's the same thing.
Steve's on the mean streets. He knows all the
7-O.
All right, 7-O, because that's what it makes you feel like when you take it. Oh! Just kidding. Don't do drugs, kids. Stay in school. In any case, she said 7-O is a hazardous opioid, end quote. So basically, she has filed a petition in collaboration with the Department of Health and Senior Services. They are targeting this company basically as a test case. Once a precedent is set that you can't do this with this company, that precedent goes out all over the state.
Yeah.
That's the idea anyway.
Hopefully it'll go out soon to keep people from getting hooked.
Yeah, which is nuts because, look, I get it. We legalized weed in the Show Me State, and I feel like people, we as a society just went, oh, we legalized weed? Pfft, I guess it's off to the races.
They didn't go 7. They didn't go, oh, they went 7-0.
Yeah, they did it 7x times, 7-0 times, excuse me, which is nutty because, I mean, if you look at, and this is kind of an American society issue in my mind. We legalized weed and suddenly everyone felt like it's okay to just start dropping acid and doing mushrooms. And I read a story recently, cocaine's making a comeback. Cocaine's cool again. Fashion is cyclical, baby.
Yeah.
Hey, bell-bottom jeans came back for a little while not too long ago. Cocaine is back. We're back in the 80s.
You can hear that song on 93.9 with Tom Watts in the morning.
What?
Cocaine.
Oh, hey, don't give
Eric
Tom
Clapton.
a free shout-out. That's true. But in any case, yeah, it's pretty nutty. Because and what I mean by that is we have, I mean, look, you know who we're talking about, the Joe Rogans of the world.
Oh, yeah.
The Theo Vons of the world, the big podcasters today. They are shamelessly talking about doing acid and mushrooms and all this crazy stuff. Just because we legalize weed doesn't mean we could just go off and do all the drugs we want. There are still legal limits and laws, and that applies in the Show Me State to things like Kratom, to things like 7-0, all sorts of things.
Go ahead, say the actual name. I dare you.
No, that's what it's called now.
Oh, okay.
So in any case, it is pretty nutty in my mind, this idea. Oh, and then also it comes to like marijuana. Yeah, we legalize marijuana and suddenly everyone and their mother thinks they can just sell it. Okay, well, you can't just sell it. And I get, part of me complains, oh, Uncle Sam wants his cut, and that is a very big part of it. But also part of it is legitimate safety. That's same true. Way alcohol is legal. But guess what? You can't just sell moonshine out of your backyard to whomever. There are laws when it comes to safety protections, when it comes to alcohol content, and when it comes to who you can and can't sell to, notably those under 21. Those aren't unreasonable laws to have. And I think they apply to things like weed. They apply to things like Kratom, like 7-0, and like marijuana.
That's true.
So, in any case, that's the end of my my deal.
By the way, Chris on our live stream, brought to you by
Fast Monkey Auto and Liberty Tree Guns,
said Shaman was the name of the guy wearing the horns who stormed Congress on January the 6th of 2020.
That's the dude selling Kratom in Missouri? Honestly, it checks out.
Shaman.
It makes sense to me.
Yeah.
He would. That's a guy that had Kratom on him. He was probably on Kratom.
You never could tell.
Allegedly. I don't know.
Allegedly.
He's
been pardoned, though, by now.
All right. Shifting gears from there, a couple of local fun events going on in the Forest States area. The Joplin History Museum this month has a lot going on. On Saturday, that's the Mining and History Museum, excuse me. On Saturday, April 11th, so that's next Saturday, they are hosting, this is pretty sweet, they're hosting a Lego sales swap and shop.
Ooh, so you can put them on the floor so somebody could step on them barefoot.
No,
Ouch.
Oh my gosh, Steve, we're not Satanists here.
You're not?
No. Depends on who you ask. If you ask my siblings, I am.
Okay, let's get your siblings on the line here.
Oh, boy. It's happening next Saturday from 10 in the morning to 2 in the afternoon. It's totally free to the public. And basically, there's just going to be a bunch of cool Lego sets. And it's going to be people showing off their wares, their Lego wares. And you could buy, swap, trade, sell, whatever. All your Lego sets. Pretty sweet.
Where?
Wares? Oh, that's happening at the Joplin Mining and History Museum,
which is located in Schifferdecker Park, just to the west of the swimming pool,
and by the golf course area too.
Yeah, right between the golf course and the swimming pool.
Yeah, exactly. So, and by the way, if you are interested, if you have a lot of Lego wares, good news, you can actually still sign up to be a vendor. It's $10 per 8-foot table to display your merch, as the cool kids say. So that's one of the things going on. There's some other local stuff going on, and we'll get to that coming up in less than 20 minutes. KZRG News Time, 6:20.
And now, KZRG's Big Three, buzzing by thanks to Honeybee Tax Solutions on News Talk, KZRG.
Number 3.
Last night, Trump spoke to the nation regarding Iran. News Talk KZRG carried it live. Trump declared that Iran is essentially really no longer a threat. He then claimed that Iran has been eviscerated and that the war or that the not war is nearly not complete.
Don't you dare call it a war, Steve. No.
Okay,
Wrong.
it's
Un-American.
The not war.
It's not a war.
So then it's nearly not complete.
Well,
Number 2.
Due to unprecedented demand, the Joplin Housing Assistance Program, Phase 3, no longer accepting applications. If you applied and have not yet received an eligibility email, I'm sorry, but you didn't make the cut. Go to newstalkkzrg.com for more information.
Number 1.
Tractor trailer in Carl Junction got stuck on the tracks yesterday and got T-boned by an oncoming train at 171 in Pinnell. Now, you may have seen the shocking video online. Thankfully, there were no injuries. Pinnell at 171 is still closed through traffic.
Now, the KZRG question of the day on News Talk KZRG.
what did you think of Trump's address to the nation last night? We want to know. Go to KZRG's Facebook page or text us at 417-782-1310. What did you think about that address to the nation?
I haven't seen it yet.
Chris on our Facebook page, he said, could have been an email. Which, by the way, is not entirely wrong.
Well, they didn't have email in the Stone Age.
Well, they did last night when he was making the address. I'll tell you what, though, at 7:10 this morning, we're going to be playing some clips from Trump's address to the nation, which happened last night. News Talk KZRG, we were carrying it live right here on FM 102.9, 105.9, AM 1310, News Talk KZRG. Coming up next, what's going on with your money?
Here is your KZRG forecast. Showers and thunderstorms from overnight are quickly moving out. We still may see a few rain showers through the morning. The afternoon's dry. Partly cloudy, breezy. It is warm, 80 today. Tomorrow, a few showers.
Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
Possibility of strong to severe storms tomorrow night, and then the sunshine returns Saturday. I'm meteorologist Terry Smith in the KZRG Storm Center.
Gingrich Structures builds agricultural, commercial, and residential post-frame buildings designed to meet your needs. All built with superior craftsmanship and attention to every detail, from planning to completion.
How is everybody doing this morning? Who do we have here?
I am doing fine.
For years to come. Visit GingricStructures.com.
Hello, Doc. Hello, Chris and Chris. Sarisa. The Doc dance.
It says, Jay, Steve has returned. LOL, don't squeeze the shaman, the old Charmin. No, she said shaman, the old Charmin commercial reference.
Yeah, Mr. Wiffle was the one that would not let you do that.
She's spunky, she's fun. We started chit-chatting. She was like, can I have you next time? And I said, sure.
They make me giggle.
She does giggle a lot. We love it.
At first, I used to put my hand over my mouth every time I went to smile because my front teeth, they cracked and half of them fell out. And now my teeth are fine.
I said, well, now you have no reason to cover that smile. Like, you better be showing it off when you leave here.
Having your teeth looking nice is totally a personality boost. It makes you feel better about yourself.
Gives you more confidence.
Yeah.
I'm Dr. Lemus from Team Dental of Joplin. Welcome to the neighborhood practice for your whole family. Learn more at teamdentalofjoplin.com.
Team Dental of Joplin, your neighborhood practice for your whole family.
They call him a gentle giant, the protector. Thinks he's a lap dog, even though only half his body fits. Takes up the entire couch when he naps and drools a lot. You love your big, furry friend, but what you don't love is smell. Heavy skin oils, thick coats, and yes, drool can cause a stink that lingers on everything. Take your big, furry friend to All Dogs Dream today and say bye-bye smell and hello to a fresh blowout. Neatly trimmed nails and clean, clear ears. Dealing with tangled, matted fur? All Dogs Dream can help with that too. They can take your pet from shaggy and overgrown to refined, fresh, and styled to the last whisker. Because when your gentle giant is clean, fresh, and properly groomed, the couch smells better, the house feels fresher, and the cuddles get a whole lot closer. That's the All Dogs Dream difference. Call All Dogs Dream to schedule your pet's next grooming appointment today. And be sure to ask about their Friday Big Dog Deals. Or book online at alldogsdream.com. All Dogs Dream, just north of Neosho on Gateway Drive.
I'm Nicole Murray with your money now. Oil prices are way up by more than 7% after President Trump said the United States will keep up attacks on Iran without committing to a specific timeline to end the war, fanning investor fears about sustained disruptions to supply. West Texas Intermediate currently hovering at roughly 108 per barrel, Brent currently sitting at 109. Astrobotic is closing in on the launch of its Griffin 1 lander, a 15-foot wide spacecraft that will deliver 2 state-of-the-art rovers to the moon. CEO John Thornton said the lander is nearing completion and should be ready for takeoff on a SpaceX rocket by the end of the year. CNBC reports shares of Globalstar jumped more than 15% in extended trading after the Financial Times reported Amazon is in talks to acquire the satellite communications company. The companies were still negotiating over some of the complexities of the deal following lengthy talks. Futures are sharply lower after President Trump said the Iran war will continue for weeks. That's your money now.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack. Sure, you can post your job to some job board, but then all you can do is hope the right person comes along. Which is why you should try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. ZipRecruiter doesn't depend on candidates finding you. It finds them for you. Its powerful technology identifies people with the right experience and actively invites them to apply to your job. You get qualified candidates fast. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you what you're looking for. The needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free. That's right, free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free. ZipRecruiter.com/free.
ZipRecruiter.
Hey, your friend Sean Hannity here. Every weekday starting at 2, I am live on FM 102.9 and AM 1310 News Talk KZRG. Tune in. Stay up to date.
It's the KZRG Morning News Watch on News Talk KZRG.
We have reports of a possible car crash blocking traffic at Highway FF and Highway 59 intersection that's just north of Diamond, about a mile south of the I-44 interchange with I-49. FF is also known as 32nd Street in Joplin. Again, the legal or the law enforcement and ambulances had not arrived as of yet, but you might keep that in mind. It is blocking traffic at FF and 59 Highway. We do have some showers and thunderstorms in the area, mostly showers. They should be ending by somewhere around 10 o'clock this morning. And high today is going to be around 80 tonight. More isolated showers and thunderstorms. Then the overnight low down to around 67, becoming partly cloudy. Tomorrow, a 50% chance of showers and thunderstorms in the afternoon, mostly cloudy, with the high of around 78. Showers and thunderstorms possible tomorrow night, with the overnight low down to around 48. So we got a little bit of a cool down with a cold front coming through. That according to KZRG meteorologist Terry Smith.
Yeah, exactly. And it's a little bit wet out there today. Please keep in mind, right now your headlights are probably on because it's dark, but once the sun comes up, still have your headlights on if it's raining. If your wipers are on, your lights should be on. The other thing to keep in mind is they say it's the most dangerous to be driving after the first rain or during the first rain after a long dry spell. We haven't had that much rain that recently, so please keep that in mind. Take a few extra minutes, leave a little earlier today, slow down, do a full and complete stop at those stops, double check, even if your light is green. Sometimes people run red, so when your light turns green, take a quick look left, take a quick look right, and then move on.
Another traffic update at Pinnell and 171 Highway. They had a train hit a semi-tractor yesterday, and it is our understanding that the road is still closed at Pinnell and 171 in Carl Junction. They're having to work to rebuild the railroad crossing there.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Hey, coming up after the news in less than 10 minutes here at around 6:40, a local photo contest. And we're also going to be raising some awareness about local child abuse. That's coming up next on News Talk KZRG.
At 6:30, I'm Steve Scott. Here's what's trending on News Talk KZRG. Trump speaks to the nation. DHS funding agreement. One dead in earthquake. No one gives you more accurate weather more often than News Talk KZRG. We're heading for a high of 80. Your complete forecast with KZRG meteorologist Terry Smith. Following sports, that will be at 6:38. Rain is coming down. Drive carefully. 61 in Neosho, 63 in Pittsburgh, 63 in Carl Junction, 63 in Joplin. FM 102.9, 105.9, AM 1310. News Talk, KZRG. President Trump giving an update on the war in Iran in an address from the White House. Mike Emanuel has more.
President Trump signaling to allies and adversaries America's military objectives will likely be complete soon as the United States military continues pounding strategic targets deep inside Iran to further degrade the Iranian regime's ability to project power. The president also signaling he could end U.S. military operations without reopening the Strait of Hormuz.
The United States imports almost no oil through the Hormuz Strait and won't be taking any in the future. We don't need it.
The president says Iran wants a ceasefire. A spokesman for Iran's foreign ministry saying, quote, "We will not tolerate this vicious cycle of war, negotiation, ceasefire, and then repeating the same pattern."
Republicans in Congress are pushing ahead with a new plan to end the DHS shutdown.
With the support of President Trump, top Republicans in Congress agreed to move forward on a two-pronged approach to fully fund the Department of Homeland Security. The plan would include the House approving a Senate-passed bill that funds most of the department with the exception of immigration operations. The House rejected that proposal last week, and Congress then adjourned for a 2-week recess. The House and Senate would then move to fund the rest of ICE and Border Patrol through a budget resolution process by June. It's not a guaranteed fix without much support expected from Democrats. The measure would need near unanimous support from Republicans. At the White House, Jared Halpern, Fox News.
At least one person dead after a strong undersea earthquake and tsunami near Indonesia.
The quake had a magnitude of 7.4. Strong shaking, lasting 10 to 20 seconds, was felt in North Maluku and North Sulawesi provinces. People fled from their homes, and one 70-year-old woman died when the building she was in collapsed. Rescue agency images show flattened houses and damaged infrastructure. The tsunami was small, waves of up to 30 inches higher than normal tides recorded around the Molucca Sea coast. Authorities are still trying to gather information on damage and possible victims from multiple remote areas. Jonathan Savage, Fox News.
It is 63 with rain at 6:33. News Talk, KZRG.
A Carthage man is accused of firing a gun during a road rage incident in Monette on Monday afternoon.
Investigators said a man identified as Derek Daly threw trash at vehicles before he finally fired a shot at the intersection of US 60 and Highway 37. The bullet went through the front windshield of the pickup truck he was riding in. Daly is also accused of pointing that gun at the driver of an SUV. No one was injured. Daly's charged with 3 felonies, including 2 counts of unlawful use of a weapon and assault. Steve Smith, News Talk KZRG.
Here's your chance to help keep the city of Joplin safe. Joplin City Manager Nick Edwards and Citizen Committee Co-Chairperson Dottie Murphy joined the KZRG Morning News Watch to urge citizens to vote yes on Proposition Police and Fire on the upcoming April 7th ballot. Edwards saying,
"We have a police and fire department that are in need of a tremendous amount of resources so that we can have a great future, a thriving future. And so we have a tax set to meet its obligations, and we want to continue that tax for a dedicated investment towards public safeties."
Edwards adding it's a no tax increase, just shifting the focus from a previously instated tax. If you see news, text us at 417-782-1310. Rain coming down. Be careful. 63 at 6:35. News Talk, KZRG.
Missouri Democrat Congressman Emanuel Cleaver is supportive of an op-ed piece from retired Missouri U.S. Senator John Danforth, in which the longtime Republican says the Congress is failing America.
I think he's right. There are members of Congress, and I hope members of the people who are listening to this understand. I'll say this anywhere and in front of any members of Congress, they are afraid of Donald Trump.
Cleaver and Danforth say Republican leaders are letting the president speak for Congress instead of functioning as an equal branch of government. Danforth served as Missouri U.S. Senator from late 1976 to early 1995.
A warning of a rise in car thefts from thieves using key fob technology purchased online.
It's happening across the country. Car thieves using key fob cloning technology.
Basically following prompts. Oh, there we go.
To steal a vehicle quickly.
They're out of here in 30, 45 seconds.
Sergeant Mike Vai with the Hennepin County Auto Task Force in Minneapolis saying key fob cloning or fob reprogramming technology purchased online accounts for about 20% of car thefts. Police here in Chicago say it accounts for about half of all car thefts, with similar numbers in Philly and Houston, putting more pressure on law enforcement and automakers for increased security measures. Jeff Manasso, Fox News.
Now with sports, here's Lucas Davis on News Talk, KZRG.
In MLB action, the Cardinals walked it off with a 2-1 win yesterday in the rubber match against the Mets thanks to a bloop single from Mason Wynn. St. Louis is off today before hitting the road for the next 6 games. The Royals were off yesterday and wrap up their series with the Mets today, with KC going for the sweep at 110. In D2 baseball, MSSU hosts Central Oklahoma in the first of 3 tonight at 5. Pitt State is at Fort Hays State today to kick off the first of a 3-game set as well. In prep baseball, Carl Junction beats Seneca 10-9. In prep softball, Diamond beat Fair Grove 6-1. Sports is brought to you by Hickman Lawn and Landscape. For professional lawn and landscape solutions in Webb City and Joplin, choose the experts at Hickman Lawn and Landscape. Visit hickmanlawns.com. Lucas Davis, News Talk, KZRG.
Your news, the service of Galena Liberty Pawn. Sell your unwanted gold and silver directly to the refiner for top dollar. They also sell gold and silver bullion. Galena Liberty Pawn, 708 South Main in Galena, Kansas. I'm Steve Scott.
I'm Lucas Davis.
Next news at 7 o'clock. Breaking news as it happens. No one gives you more accurate weather more often than News Talk, KZRG. Now, KZRG meteorologist Terry Smith.
Here is your KZRG forecast. Showers and thunderstorms from overnight are quickly moving out. We still may see a few rain showers through the morning. The afternoon's dry. Partly cloudy, breezy. It is warm, 80 today. Tomorrow, a breezy day. A few showers, 79. Possibility of strong to severe storms tomorrow night. And then the sunshine returns Saturday. My meteorologist, Terry Smith, in the KZRG Storm Center.
KZRG Storm Tracker Radar showing the rain is beginning to end in parts of the 4-state. It's now pretty much out of the Kansas side, southeast Kansas side. Very little bit of the northeast Oklahoma side, but it's now mostly starting in at Goodman, Missouri, down to just to the north of Anderson in McDonald County, then moving through Neosho up through the Carthage area, and farther up into the Golden City area. It is all moving to the northeast, so it should be out of here within the next little bit. It is 61 in Neosho, 63 in Pittsburgh, 63 in Webb City, 63 in Joplin. News Talk KZRG with 100 weather updates every 24 hours. KZRG News Time, 6:39.
Hinkle's Ace Hardware, they got what you need there.
Whoa, easy there, killer. Is that neon salmon with the side of 1970s lime? Your walls aren't just dated, they are crying for help. It's time to neutralize the situation at Hinkle's Ace Hardware. We've got...
Good morning.
Good morning. We have both Chris
Doc is here. Girl Chris, what's going on? How are you guys doing this morning? You guys gonna try and stay dry? Steve, he brought his salmon colored umbrella, and he's gonna go
with
sing in the rain.
Green
Stripes, trim, yeah. He's gonna go dance in the rain.
Yeah, I took 3 showers yesterday.
Weird.
Took one shower when I got up before I got dressed. Then I ended up going to one of my doctor's appointments yesterday. Got wet walking from the parking lot into the doctor's office. Got drenched with the shower. Then I got drenched again on the way from the doctor's office back to the vehicle. So that was 3 showers in one day. Just didn't have soap while walking in the parking lot.
Termites have likely already been there for months.
Hey, it's Doug and Rory from Bugaway Pest Control. We are the area's experts on termites. Protect your biggest asset with a call to Bugaway Pest Control before those 24/7 snackers eat you out of house and home. We're the only pest control company in the area.
Well, there you have it, yeah.
#1 brand in termite protection.
for financing. And of course, it comes with Doug and Rory's pest-free guarantee.
Remember, if you don't see our logo, it's a no-go.
Make sure your home or business is protected and get started on a termite inspection today at bugawaypc.com.
We do exactly what we say. We keep the bugs away.
Customer satisfaction is our number one goal at Bugaway Pest Control.
Great Wonders Productions is a four-state area nonprofit cinematic arts organization. We would like to invite you to a new monthly event called The Best of the Fest. It's our new monthly showcase of the very best films from our annual Uplift Film Fest. Our judges choose only the most inspiring films, and now they're coming straight to the big screen at two iconic area theaters, the historic Route 66 Theater in Webb City and the Flick Theater in Anderson. For the Best of the Fest, we're screening a film produced right here in the Joplin area called The Redemption of Mary Louisa McBroom, a true story documentary of breaking the chains of childhood trauma and abuse. Because this film does touch on hard topics, viewer discretion is advised. With that being said, this story will leave you with a rush of hope and encouragement. For showtimes, dates, tickets, and all the other information, just go to mytickets123.com. That's mytickets123.com.
Where did you get that smile? Joplin Family Dental.
Hey, Dr. Poston, I've got a riddle for you.
Sure, what's up, Dr. Kirk?
What's cavity fighting, calming, and covered in maple leaves?
Carthage Family Dental?
That's right. Joplin Family Dental has expanded and opened a brand new location in Carthage.
We're welcoming new patients and making appointments now.
And if you've ever wanted to try sedation dentistry, now's the time.
During March and April, new patients who qualify can receive free sedation in your first treatment appointment.
It's just one more way we're making dental care easier, calmer, and more comfortable for the whole family.
And of course, you can still come see us on East 32nd Street in Joplin.
But now we'll be exactly where you need us in Carthage too, at 2337 Bear Lawn Drive.
Call and schedule an appointment at Carthage Family Dental today.
Or find more information at FamilyDentalofCarthage.com.
Where did you get that smile? Joplin Family Dental.
Clay Travis here and Buck Sexton. Make your day better and come hang with us from 11 to 2 p.m. right here on News Talk KZRG.
We talk news, politics, sports, and also some fun culture stuff too.
From Studio 1Z, with the latest news, commentary, and weather, it's the KZRG Morning News Watch on News Talk KZRG.
A couple of traffic updates we need to give you. We had reports of a crash blocking the intersection at FF and 59. That's just north of Diamond, just to the east of Joplin. And that was because of a possible two-car vehicle accident. One might have been a T-bone. We've had reports from a caller that it could have been a T-bone accident. So, again, that's at FF and 59 Highway. It's just south of I-44 and 49 intersection. It's also just north of Diamond on 59 Highway. FF Highway is also known as 32nd in Joplin. Now, on the KZRG Storm Tracker radar, the rain is moving to the northeast, and it looks like it's going to be out of here probably within the next hour to 2 hours. Heaviest rain right now is extending from Goodman to Neosho up to around Granby, just to the south of Diamond. Also, there's some heavier rain now in the Carthage area and Fidelity. Again, it is all moving to the northeast. I-44, you are being a little bit hitting with the rain there to the Fidelity and towards Joplin, and then also I-49 to the north towards Carthage, although once you get to around Carytown, you should be getting out of the rain. Looking for a high today of around 80. We'll be talking to KZRG meteorologist Terry Smith about the possibility of severe weather coming up tomorrow evening. That'll be coming up at 7:25.
KZRG News Time, currently 6:45. This month, April, is Child Abuse Prevention Month. And Kansas Attorney General Chris Kobach, along with attorney generals and political leaders across the country, are urging people to wear blue on Friday, April 10th, next Friday, 1 week and 1 day from today. And the reason why is because April 10th is Go Blue Day, where you're supposed to wear blue in honor of raising awareness for child prevention. Or not child prevention, child abuse prevention. Child prevention is just birth control. Totally different matter. Completely separate.
Would you know?
I don't know what you're talking about. Child abuse and neglect, it can take many forms. Now, a lot of the times people, when they think of child abuse, they think of physical abuse. We're talking black eyes. We're talking hitting them with a belt. We're talking throwing beer bottles at them. And that is certainly a very, very big part of child abuse in this country.
I'm going to have to hitting them with a belt. It's called discipline in some parts of the country. I was hit with a belt multiple times as a kid.
All right.
Was I.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm
glad I wasn't
the black
raised.
eyes I agree with. The slaps across the face I agree with. The belts on the butt. Let's pump the brakes on that.
Let's pump the brakes. Call that abuse?
No, we're not calling that abuse. We're calling that's punishment.
I'm going to call that abuse.
How many times did you hear, if you don't stop crying, I'm going to really give you a reason to cry?
And then when my dad unbuckled his belt, I started acting right.
Yes, that is correct. I did the same thing.
I'll tell you what. I did not grow up in that part of the country, and I'm thankful
Ted grew up in a
I
different
didn't grow
era.
up.
Yeah.
That's why he's such a wimp.
I'm thankful I did not grow up in that part of the country.
Yeah,
but in any case,
darn right, you're thankful.
other types of abuse for that children could be abused: emotional abuse, sexual abuse, neglect, which counts as abuse. If you're not feeding your child, that is abuse, no doubt about it.
I agree.
Those other forms of abuse can be more difficult to spot because they're not walking around with a black eye or a broken rib or a busted finger or something. Those other forms of abuse, that is what Child Abuse Prevention Month is all about, is raising awareness for that type of thing, which exists all over the place. And honestly, and I'm going to say this, there's a very, very, very dark, warm, special place in hell for people that abuse kids. No question about it. So, next Friday, to help show support for Child Abuse Prevention Month, go blue. I know the Joplin Police Department, they they do a thing every year on the 1st of April, not as an April Fool's joke, where they partner with the Children's Division, and they put a pinwheel. They plant a pinwheel in front of their police station, and every pinwheel they plant represents a child abuse report that they fielded the year before. So you can actually go check it out. Even today, if you cruise by the Joplin Police Department, you can see all the pinwheels up. It is a very depressing visualization to see how many child abuse reports they fielded last year. Or you can go to KZRG's Facebook page. We have photos of it up there. So again, just this month is Child Abuse Prevention Month. Keep that in mind. Shifting gears, keeping it local, but something a little bit more upbeat. The Missouri Department of Natural Resources now accepting entries for their 2026 Mo DNR photo contest.
All right.
Yeah. Entries can include images from anywhere in Missouri, and you can submit entries in 3 categories. The first category is natural resources, so photos of Missouri's air, landscape, waterway, mountains, trees, the natural land. There's also unique places, photographs taken within one of Missouri's state parks or historic sites, places that only Missouri has. Now, there is a specific list of what is eligible for that photo. You can go to newstalkkzrg.com, click on this article, and that list is there. Or the third category is people enjoying Missouri's outdoors, photographs of people having fun and exploring the great outdoors of Missouri. So,
Ted, are you able to have fun?
Am I able to have fun?
Yeah.
I like to think so. Others would disagree.
So if you're having fun, take a picture of you, Ted, and submit it.
Listen.
You can do a lot of selfies. I see you do that all the time from your desk.
Well, and a lot of times I do what's called live selfies. They're called cameraless live selfies, which is me just staring at a mirror. And now I will say,
when you used to have your desk right beside mine in the newsroom, yes, you did that a lot.
I still do, just in a different part of the building now. Now I will say I'm actually not
next
eligible.
To my desk, he just stares.
I like David Putty in the airplane. I will say my selfies are actually not eligible for these, and the reason why is because then it would just be a contest for second place. Because my natural beauty trumps the Missouri's natural beauty every single time. No question.
All comments made by Ted about Ted's good looks, humility, and or general awesomeness during the duration of this morning show do not necessarily reflect the views of Zimmer Marketing or News Talk KZRG. In fact, it is advised all these comments are outright ignored. We now return you to your regularly scheduled morning show.
Details on that photo contest at newstalkkzrg.com.
And now, KZRG's Big Three, buzzing by thanks to Honeybee Tax Solutions on News Talk KZRG.
Number 3.
Last night, Trump spoke to the nation regarding Iran. News Talk KZRG carried it live. Trump declaring that Iran is, quote, essentially really no longer a threat, unquote. He then claimed that Iran has been eviscerated and that the not war is very or nearly complete.
Number 2.
Due to unprecedented demand, the Joplin Housing Assistance Program, Phase 3, no longer accepting applications. If you applied and have not yet received an eligibility email, I'm sorry, but you did not make the cut. Go to newstalkkzrg.com for details.
Number 1.
A tractor-trailer in Carl Junction got stuck on the railroad tracks yesterday and got T-boned by an oncoming train at 171 in Pinnell. You may have seen the shocking video online. Thankfully, there were no injuries. Word is that the intersection of Pinnell and 171 is still closed, so keep that in mind as you're traveling this morning around Carl Junction.
Now, the KZRG question of the day on News Talk KZRG.
What did you think of Trump's address to the nation last night? KZRG, we were carrying it. Did you listen? What are your thoughts? Text us at 417-782-1310 or leave us an open mic message on the KZRG app. Coming up, Sean Hannity's Morning Minute. You can tune in to Sean every single weekday starting at 2 on News Talk KZRG.
Here is your KZRG forecast. Showers and thunderstorms from overnight are quickly moving out. We still may see a few rain showers through the morning. The afternoon's dry. Partly cloudy, breezy. It is warm, 80 today. Tomorrow, a breezy day. A few showers, 79. Possibility of strong to severe storms tomorrow night. And then the sunshine returns Saturday. My meteorologist, Terry Smith, in the KZRG Storm Center.
If you're looking to build your barn-dominium, house, or your dream garage, we need to talk. It's very important to us at Settler Structures that you are informed, educated, and avoid mistakes. That's why we take the time to understand you, your wants and needs, and can design the perfect custom space you deserve. We'd love to be your building partner, but even if you have a builder, let's visit just to make sure you're started on the right path. Learn more at settlerstructures.com. 417-SETTLER.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack. Sure, you can post your job to some job board, but then all you can do is hope the right person comes along. Which is why you should try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. ZipRecruiter doesn't depend on candidates finding you. It finds them for you. Its powerful technology identifies people with the right experience and actively invites them to apply to your job. You get qualified candidates fast. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you what you're looking for. The needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free. That's right, free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free. ZipRecruiter.com/free.
ZipRecruiter. What are you even doing here? That's what he asked me as we were both working at a furniture store. I'm Chris.
And I'm Zach. We're the window guys from Windows & More. I'd seen Chris on TV before doing Windows & More ads, and now he's selling couches with me.
My dad and I were running Windows & More together, but I needed that second job to make ends meet.
And I was ready to get out of the furniture store. So we started talking and figuring out how to make Windows & More work together. I would schedule us to close the store together, and we stayed after hours and mapped it all out on the whiteboard in the back room.
And the next thing you know, we're using Zach's garage as a warehouse and running Windows & More together.
And eventually, my wife wanted our garage back, so we moved to a new location, and we've kept growing ever since.
And it's all been because of your amazing support in a furniture store. Come see us at 976 North Central City Road in Joplin or find us at windowsandmore.llc.
Never settle for less. The choice is clearly Windows and More.
Hi, I'm Nurse Morgan at Oasis Medical in Joplin. If you've been thinking about Botox, filler, or collagen-stimulating treatments, here's the truth. The magic isn't in just one treatment. It's about how they work together. Neurotoxins soften lines and help you look more rested. Hyaluronic acid fillers restores natural volume and enhances your features. And biostimulators gradually rebuild your own collagen for firmer, healthier skin over time. When strategically combined, these results are balanced, refreshed, and beautifully natural. Not frozen, not overdone, just you, elevated. At Oasis, every treatment plan is customized. Whether you want a subtle maintenance or full facial rejuvenation, we designed it around your goals. Because confidence isn't about changing your face. It's about loving who you see in the mirror. Book your consultation online at oasissalonanddayspa.com or call 417-206-9999.
Turn up your radio. Here's the Sean Hannity Morning Minute.
For these people that would be willing to gamble with your children and grandchildren's future, and that would be living in a world with a nuclear-armed Iran, radical Islamic extremists that believe in convert or die, and it's a death cult, that would not be a risk I'm willing to take. Now, the key aspect of this, will the Iranians do so peacefully, meaning hand over their 60% enriched uranium, or will we have to take it forcefully? I guess either way, I think the American military is capable of doing it. I'm sure that is more complicated than I'm making it right now. There's no military effort that is not without risk and great cost. There always is.
Check out the Sean Hannity radio show later today, right here.
The smartest self-defense decision is not made in the moment. It's made before danger ever appears. Because when you pull a firearm trigger, well, you're not just stopping a threat. You may be starting a chain of legal, financial, emotional consequences that can follow you for years. Now, that's why more responsible Americans are choosing to lead with a less lethal option that is effective. That's where Byrna, their less lethal launchers, it fires tear gas, kinetic rounds, pepper spray. It's designed to stop any attacker for up to 40 minutes. And it gives you time to escape. It gives you time to create distance and get help without using deadly force. Now, Byrna's best-selling compact launcher is sleek, it's slim, it's incredibly powerful. It's built for discreet, everyday carry. No background check. They can ship it directly to your door. Protect yourself, protect your family, protect your future. Start with less lethal. Visit byrna.com today and find the right launcher for you and your family. That's byrna.com today.
The world moves fast, so tune in to me, Mark Levin, every weekday starting at 5 on News Talk KZRG for the latest news, politics, and commentary. You won't want to miss it.
It's the KZRG Morning News Watch on News Talk KZRG.
Had a report earlier of a two-car crash at 59 Highway and FF Highway. That is just north of Diamond, just south of I-44, I-49 interchange that goes towards Carthage. Road was blocked, so keep that in mind if you're traveling. Also in Carl Junction, they had a train hit a semi-trailer yesterday. That road is still blocked at at Pinnell and 171, so keep that in mind if you're traveling that way. You'll have to find another route. Rain is beginning to end. Right now it's over around Neosho to Granby, up to around Sarcoxy, and then it extends up to around Golden City, moving to the northeast. Should be out of here within the next couple of hours, looking for a high today of 80. We'll talk to KZRG meteorologist Terry Smith. That'll be at 7:25.
Yeah, in less than 25 minutes from now. Well, actually less than 30 minutes, in about 25 minutes from now. Hey, coming up after the news in less than 10 minutes from now, Donald Trump, he addressed you last night in his address to the nation, which was shockingly short. I thought it would be at least a couple of hours, but it was a whopping 18 minutes. So he did a little speed round. We were carrying it live here on News Talk KZRG last night. We're going to be playing some clips for you in case you missed it, some of the highlights, so to speak, of what he had to say. And we'll let you make your opinion on what was going on. Of course, it was all relating to Iran. By the way, don't forget, coming up at 9, Chris Plant, and at 11, Clay Travis and Buck Sexton on News Talk KZRG.
The four states news, talk, and severe weather station. KZRG, KIXQ HD2, Joplin, a free service of Zimmer Marketing. It's 7 o'clock.
This is a Fox News alert. President Trump says it'll be over soon in Iran. I'm Chris Foster. The president delivers his first address to the nation about the military operation now in its 34th day.
President Trump said because of American and Israeli military power, Iran's navy is gone, and airstrikes have been annihilating their defense industrial base. But the president told the nation Wednesday night the job isn't quite complete. So for now, the offensive will continue.
We're going to hit them extremely hard over the next 2 to 3 weeks. We're going to bring them back to the Stone Ages where they belong.
The president said talks toward a ceasefire or even an end to the war continue, but Iran has disputed those discussions have come as far as the president has said. Gernal Scott, Fox News.
And news that attacks will intensify and Iran's continued closure of the Strait of Hormuz to oil shipping traffic have oil prices up nearly 9% today. Members of Congress are scheduled to be out of town for another week and a half, but there is an agreement among Republican leaders on a plan to end the Homeland Security shutdown. Fox's Bill Malugin at the Capitol.
House Speaker Mike Johnson and Senate Majority Leader John Thune are now on the same page, announcing a Trump-approved plan to pass a bill that would fund all of DHS except ICE and CBP. It's similar to the bill the Senate passed with Democratic support at 2 a.m. last Friday. Hours later, Speaker Johnson trashed that Senate bill. But now, with President Trump's approval, Thune and Johnson say that Senate-passed bill is the path forward, and Democrats are claiming victory. Senate Minority Leader Chuck Schumer, writing on X, quote, House Republicans caved.
Astronauts on the Artemis 2 mission in between naps are getting the capsule ready for the engine firing that'll send them out of Earth's orbit on their trip to the moon, trip around the moon. They're about 43,500 miles above Earth now, flying more than 2,000 miles an hour. America's listening to Fox News.
No one gives you more accurate weather more often than News Talk. KZRG, we're heading for a high of 80. Your complete forecast with KZRG meteorologist Terry Smith. Following sports, that'll be at 7:08. Rain in parts of the 4 states. It's 63 in Neosho, 63 in Pittsburgh, 63 in Carl Junction, 63 in Joplin, AM 1310, FM 102.9, 105.9, and on your smart speaker, News Talk, KZRG. Train versus tractor trailer. Carl Junction Assistant Police Chief Jim Stever telling News Talk, KZRG.
A tractor and a trailer towing some items that was northbound on 171, went to go make a left turn and got high-centered on the railroad track. Before the driver could notify the railroad, southbound train came through and struck the trailer portion. Nobody was injured.
Reports are that the intersection is still closed there at Pinnell and 171. Crews spending several hours on the scene cleaning up the mess.
An unprecedented response.
The city of Joplin got so many requests for its housing assistance program, JHAP 3, that they had to close that a little early. Any applicant that's not yet gotten eligibility email should be aware, again, the city of Joplin no longer processing those applications. That JHAP 3 initiative is helping qualified buyers get up to $40,000 to get into a new home. I'm Ty Albright, News Talk KZRG.
Here is your chance to help keep the city of Joplin safe. Joplin City Manager Nick Edwards and Citizen Committee Co-Chairperson Dottie Murphy joining the KZRG Morning Newswatch to urge you to vote yes on Proposition Police and Fire on the upcoming April 7th ballot. Murphy saying,
we're losing our police officers, our firefighters, our dispatchers for various reasons, some of which are the pay, competitive pay. They can get paid better 100 miles down the road than they get here, even just a few miles down the road. Also, one of the big things is staffing. They're very short-staffed at this point.
Murphy adding, voting yes on the proposition would help reverse the trend of well-trained personnel leaving for better situations. If you see news, text us at 417-782-1310. Rain in parts of the area, 63 at 7:04, going on 7:05. News Talk, KZRG.
As the Trump administration seeks proof of U.S. citizenship for voting, Missouri lawmakers are also considering stricter proof of citizenship to get food stamps and health care benefits.
Senate Bill 1772, it's one of several proposals tied to immigration policies. In Missouri's ongoing legislative session, the bill would require an individual to prove U.S. citizenship to receive food assistance through SNAP or Medicaid assistance through the state. It would explicitly ban non-citizens from receiving such benefits unless they meet federal definitions of qualified or eligible immigrants. The measure, under review in the Missouri Senate, would also require verification of citizenship before offering voter registration and require commercial vehicle drivers to speak and read English. Jeff Manasso, Fox News.
They called him Mr. C. The J. Oklahoma School District announcing that Kit Coffrin, loved by all and known to students as Mr. C, passed away yesterday morning in his classroom before the start of the school day following a sudden medical emergency. Coffrin taught art, esports, robotics, and was a strong advocate for Native American culture. Counseling services will be made available to students and staff during this difficult time in Jay, Oklahoma. Now with sports, here's Lucas Davis on News Talk, KZRG.
In MLB action, the Cardinals walked it off with a 2-1 win yesterday in the rubber match against the Mets thanks to a bloop single from Mason Wynn. St. Louis is off today before hitting the road for the next 6 games. The Royals were off yesterday and wrap up their series with the Mets today, with KC going for the sweep at 110. In D2 baseball, MSSU hosts Central Oklahoma in the first of 3 tonight at 5. Pitt State is at Fort Hays State today to kick off the first of a 3-game set as well. In prep baseball, Carl Junction beats Seneca 10-9. In prep softball, Diamond beat Fair Grove 6-1. Sports is brought to you by Hickman Lawn and Landscape. For professional lawn and landscape solutions in Webb City and Joplin, choose the experts at Hickman Lawn and Landscape. Visit hickmanlawns.com. Lucas Davis, News Talk, KZRG.
Your news, the service of Galena Liberty Pawn. Sell your unwanted gold and silver directly to the refiner for top dollar. They also sell gold and silver bullion. Galena Liberty Pawn, 708 South Main in Galena, Kansas. I'm Steve Scott.
I'm Lucas Davis.
Next news, 7:30, breaking news as it happens. No one gives you more accurate weather more often than News Talk, KZRG. Now, KZRG meteorologist Terry Smith.
Here is your KZRG forecast. Just a few lingering showers this morning and then dry, partly cloudy, breezy, 80 today. A few showers tomorrow. I'm meteorologist Terry Smith in the KZRG Storm Center.
Find out how to brand your business and grow your bottom line with the Zimmer Marketing Brand Camp Workshop Tuesday, April 21st. Catered by Rockin' W Barbecue. For details, visit zimmermarketing.com today. Zimmer Marketing. It just works.
KZRG Storm Tracker radar showing the rain pretty much beginning to move out of the 4-state area. It's all moving to the northeast. There's a little bit of rain right now extending from just north of Granby up through Wentworth and Sarcoxie to La Russell. And then it extends up into around Golden City and Lockwood. Again, it's moving to the northeast. Should be out of the area, not too far down the road. Rain in parts of the area, 63 in Neosho, 63 in Pittsburgh, 63 in Galena, and 63 in Joplin. News Talk KZRG with 100 weather updates every 24 hours. KZRG News Time now, 7:08.
Zimmer Marketing is proud to partner with local businesses and encourage you to shop local first.
Whether you want to accentuate the flavor of your coffee and other beverages or delight in creating scrumptious desserts, Allied Restaurant Supply has Torani syrups and sauces that'll make you say, oh yeah.
This is Daniel from Allied Restaurant Supply. Come see us at 1316 South Main in Joplin.
Local businesses are the backbone of our communities. Zimmer Marketing encourages you to shop local first.
For years, I've talked about Relief Factor. You've heard stories about the people who finally found real relief after trying the 3-week quick start. I'm one of those stories. My pain had become so bad that I was starting to believe that my best days were behind me. This was like 10 years ago. Relief was not in the picture until I tried Relief Factor. They are always striving to help people get out and stay out of pain. And remarkably, Relief Factor has made their already trusted formula even better. They've added premium black pepper extract because apparently that helps your body absorb the high-quality key ingredients more efficiently. So in simple terms, it helps your body get even more benefit from what you're already taking, and that matters. If you're going to take something daily, you want your body actually using as much of it as possible. So if you've been listening to me talk about Relief Factor for a while, this is your moment. Or if you're already taking it, you're now going to get the enhanced formula designed to work even smarter. Start with a 3-week quick start. It's $19.95 at relieffactor.com or call 800-4RELIEF. How will it feel to be out of pain? relieffactor.com.
Dr. Collins and Associates are Missouri licensed general dentists. They are not licensed in Missouri as specialists in the advertised dental specialty of prosthodontics.
I love burning all my vacation time for dental appointments.
Sure, it hurts, but I love to
Good morning, everybody.
1, 2, 3, 4. Get your woman on the floor. You got to get up, get down. There you go, Teresa. Happy birthday, by the way, yesterday.
Hey, John. Good morning. Girl Chris. Wow, it's been a while since I've had Folgers in my cup. Have they changed it, too, in the last decade? I'm not sure.
Probably in the last decade, but they doubled the price in the last year.
I'm not sure. Yeah, I get all my coffee nowadays for the past couple of years now from Bearded Lady in Joplin. They're really good. I get all my beans from them. John, not happy what he said. If we don't need Iran oil, then why did gas go up? John, such a good question, man. Dude, I'm wide on your wavelength. I thought the same thing, bro. In fact, I'm going to say it live right now. You're spot on, John. Totally.
KZRG, depend on it. From Studio 1Z, with the latest news, commentary, and weather, it's the KZRG Morning News Watch on News Talk, KZRG.
Well, looks like the rain's going to be ending here before the 10 o'clock hour, at least according to KZRG meteorologist Terry Smith. And radar showing it's probably going to be happening that way. It's going to be cloudy later on today, gradually becoming mostly sunny with a high near 80. Breezy south winds gusting as high as 39 miles per hour. Chances of some more showers and thunderstorms tonight. Overnight low down to 67. Tomorrow, 50% chance of showers and thunderstorms in the afternoon, mostly cloudy. Now, tomorrow night, we've got a possibility of some more showers and thunderstorms. They could be severe. We'll be checking in with KZRG meteorologist Terry Smith in a little bit and find out more information on that. Overnight low should be around 48 for tomorrow night. Winds are going to be out of the south, gusting as high as 22 miles per hour for tomorrow night. Chance of precipitation for tomorrow night, 100%. Wow. Mm-hmm. And we'll be talking to KZRG meteorologist Terry Smith at 7:25. That is in less than 15 minutes.
That's exactly right. Well, President Donald Trump spoke to the nation last night. News Talk KZRG, we were carrying it live. I want to play for you a quick excerpt here. Take a listen to something he had said.
Iran's strategy was so obvious. They wanted to produce as many missiles as possible, and they did, with the longest range possible. And they had some weapons that nobody believed they had. We just learned that out. We took them out. We took them all out so that no one would really dare stop them. And their race for a nuclear bomb, a nuclear weapon like nobody's ever seen before. They were right at the doorstep. For years, everyone has said that Iran cannot have nuclear weapons. But in the end, those are just words if you're not willing to take action when the time comes.
I totally agree. Listen, my criticism of Iran from the jump was not that I was pro-Ayatollah or pro-Iran. I do not like theocracies anywhere, period, regardless of the religion. I think that they're silly and dumb. My criticism was I didn't want American money and American lives, more importantly, at risk. If Iran is such a global issue, my criticism has been how come we couldn't get others to step up? It's as simple as that. But Trump is right. If we're gonna claim, and by we I mean the Western world, that includes Europe, that includes Canada, that includes all of our allies, like Ukraine, apparently they're our most important ally, according to the left. But in any case, then we need to, if we're going to claim that Iran is this big threat and that we will secure safety and everything, then we need to actually be able to uphold those claims. And again, by we, I mean the Western world, including our European allies, which they absolutely failed to do.
What allies?
Yeah, exactly. You're exactly right.
I thought NATO meant that they would help, but no.
Apparently not. But what are your thoughts on that, though?
I think that it should have been more than just the United States and Israel doing the attack. But then at the same point, I think that the other ones were in fear that they'd get attacked themselves, and so they left it up to us, hoping that we would get attacked, but not them.
And what's crazy about that is we did get attacked by
but so did they.
No, but by our allies. Our allies have been attacking us. They've been calling us evil. They're not letting us use their air bases. They said, "Oh, here's America imposing their will."
Well,
we're protecting them.
Spain wouldn't even let our bombers fly over their territory.
That's what I'm talking about. They're attacking us.
I guess they were afraid that our bombs would fall from the sky in Spain.
Bunch of numbskulls. Something else that Donald Trump said last night. I'm going to play this other clip for you. He addressed the nation live on News Talk KZRG. Here's him giving sort of a synopsis of what we've accomplished. Take a listen to this. KZRG News Time 7:15, by the way.
As I stated in my announcement of Operation Epic Fury, our objectives are very simple and clear. We are systematically dismantling the regime's ability to threaten America or project power outside of their borders. That means eliminating Iran's Navy, which is now absolutely destroyed. hurting their Air Force and their missile program at levels never seen before, and annihilating their defense industrial base. We've done all of it. Their Navy is gone. Their Air Force is gone. Their missiles are just about used up or beaten. Taken together, these actions will cripple Iran military, crush their ability to support terrorist proxies, and deny them the ability to build a nuclear bomb.
All right, so there you go. You heard it straight from the horse's mouth. There's no two ways about it, under no uncertain terms. He said, we've destroyed their military. They have no Navy. We've destroyed their Air Force. All of their missiles are gone, used up, or beaten. And we've completely crippled their ability to build a nuclear bomb. That is what the commander-in-chief told us last night, which means we better not hear anything in 6 to 8 months that suddenly Iran actually has a super secret military that they've been building up, and we need to go in again and blow more things up. If we hear that one more time, I'm going to blow a gasket.
What if they were doing some of their work not in the country, but doing it like in other countries like North Korea?
Iran is building an army in North Korea?
Well, you never know, because they're saying they're getting a lot of help from North Korea on missiles.
Mm-hmm.
I heard that yesterday on the news.
Well, hey, you know what? If that's the case, I'm all for invading North Korea because they actually have nukes and they are a threat. The whole invasion of Iran, the idea behind it was Iran is a threat to America because they might get their hands on nukes. Well, you know who already has their hands on nukes and is a threat to America is North Korea. So if we're invading anybody to get rid of nukes, to get nukes off the table, they should have been the first ones.
I don't think that's a good idea.
Well, of course not, because they have nukes.
No, but I don't think invading any country with nukes is a good idea. I think you have to go assassination route that way.
You got to go.
You have to cut off the head of the snake.
Oh,
Otherwise,
okay.
you risk them getting desperate and actually releasing those nukes.
That's interesting. So you think because Iran didn't have nukes, we could do this brazen military operation? Not a war, but with something like North Korea or maybe even Russia, it would need to be a sneaky black ops operation.
Yeah, it'd have to be
a
like
long con.
a Maduro type thing where you're in and out real quick, or you just have black ops in there and they have the shot and they take it. Like, that's pretty much what you have to do at that point.
Yeah.
Because if you go into a long-scale battle with a country that has nukes and then they get desperate,
right?
I mean, who knows?
That's a fair point. You got to sneak around. You got to do a little sneaky sneak. All right, I want to play for you one other clip from Trump speaking to the nation last night. Take a listen to this.
There's no country like us anywhere in the world, and we're in great shape for the future. The United States imports almost no oil through the Hormuz Strait and won't be taking any in the future. We don't need it. We haven't needed it, and we don't need it.
All right, really quickly here, I'm going to pause it there. Yeah, most of our oil that we use in this country is either made right here in America thanks to Donald Trump and his energy policies, drill, baby, drill, let's get it going. And the oil that we do import primarily comes from Canada and Mexico.
No, Mexico.
Oh, sorry, Mexico. Sorry, thank you, Steve. And yet, despite that, our gas prices still went up. So this claim that we don't need the strait, we don't need any of this, I don't really think is entirely accurate because we already get our oil from here, and yet our gas prices went up a full $1 a gallon within 1 month. So clearly that isn't really the solution. What am I missing here?
Actually, it went up almost $1 in about 36 minutes. I mean, I went to Casey's, and Casey's went from like $2.29 to $2.99 just like instantly.
Right. So I don't really think. I mean, serious, real question here, and please educate me where I'm wrong here. Does that mean the whole drill baby drill thing isn't really as viable a solution in terms of making us independent as we like to think it is? Because we do drill baby drill, again, thanks to Trump. And we get our gas from Canada, none of which has to do with the Middle East, none of which goes through the Strait of Hormuz, and our gas still went up. So is that really a viable solution to that problem?
The problem is that whenever the Iran oil and gas is cut off, then the countries that usually depend upon that, then they have to start depending on Mexico, Canada, and the United States.
Absolutely.
Which means the price goes up because the demand is up.
Right. Global supply and demand.
Correct.
My question still stands. Does that mean that the drill baby drill is not actually a viable solution? Because this is when it should have stopped our gas prices from going up, but it didn't because we are in a global economy, a global market. And just like you said, Steve, all of those countries like China, like Japan, like Europe that depend on that gas, they just started buying it from our local vendors. Great for those companies here. They made a lot of money, but you and I's gas prices still went up.
And we don't want them to get it from Russia because that would help fuel the war between Russia and Ukraine.
Sure, yeah, you could throw that in there.
I think that alludes that we need to drill more, and we need to turn on that Keystone pipeline, and because we need to cut ourselves off from needing Canada and Mexico, because that's where our oil
But they
goes
were
up.
buying our oil too. They were buying American
But
oil.
I'm saying if we have more oil to sell than or to use that's our own that we don't need to get from other countries, then other countries' prices going up affects us less.
No. What I'm saying is that Europe was buying American oil. And so our prices were going up because it was a bidding war.
Yes, but if we had more of it, then
Even more.
Yes.
All right.
That's what I'm saying. We just need more.
Just quadruple oil.
More.
Frack, baby, frack.
Oil.
Frack, baby,
All
frack.
of it.
That or nuclear. Just saying.
That's
throwing it
obviously
out
the
there.
answer.
But what are your thoughts on all this? I know we just rapid-fired a whole lot of info. Text us at 417-782-1310. 7:21 is the KZRG News Time.
And now, KZRG's Big Three, buzzing by thanks to Honeybee Tax Solutions on News Talk KZRG.
Number 3.
Last night, Trump spoke to the nation regarding Iran. News Talk KZRG carried it live. Trump declaring that Iran is essentially really no longer a threat. He then claimed that Iran has been eviscerated and that the not war is nearly complete.
Number 2.
Due to unprecedented demand, the Joplin Housing Assistance Program, Phase 3, no longer accepting applications. If you applied and have not yet received an eligibility email, I'm sorry, but you did not make the cut. Go to newstalkkzrg.com for more information.
Number 1.
A tractor trailer in Carl Junction got stuck on the tracks yesterday and got T-boned by an oncoming train at 171 in Pinnell. You may have seen the shocking video online. Thankfully, there were no injuries. Reports are that the intersection of Pinnell and 171 is still closed to traffic.
Now, the KZRG question of the day on News Talk KZRG.
What are your thoughts on Trump's speech to the nation last night? We just played some clips of it. We want to know your thinking. Leave us an open mic message. Coming up in less than 5 minutes, KZRG's meteorologist Terry Smith on News Talk KZRG.
Here is your KZRG forecast. Showers and thunderstorms from overnight are quickly moving out. We still may see a few rain showers through the morning. The afternoon's dry. Partly cloudy, breezy. It is warm, 80 today. Tomorrow, a breezy day. A few showers, 79. Possibility of strong to severe storms tomorrow night. And then the sunshine returns Saturday. My meteorologist, Terry Smith, in the KZRG Storm Center.
Gingrich Structures builds agricultural, commercial, and residential post-frame buildings designed to meet your needs. All built with superior craftsmanship and attention to every detail. From planning to completion, your local Gingrich Pro will guide you every step of the way, helping you create a custom post-frame building you can count on for years to come. Visit GingrichStructures.com to connect with your local Gingrich Pro and ask about the industry's only 5-year workmanship warranty. That's GingerICHStructures.com.
Your truck and trailer doesn't get days off. They run when you run. Any weather, long miles, heavy loads, tight schedules. The road isn't kind either. It takes a toll with every mile. And when something goes down, everything stops. That's why Bennett's Truck and Trailer in Dinnerweg is here to keep your equipment ready for whatever the road throws at it. With over 50 years of experience on staff, they handle truck and trailer repairs, preventative maintenance, fabrication, and mobile service when you need it most. Whether you're running a single truck operation or managing an entire fleet, you deserve service you can trust. When you want unbeatable service and unmatched quality, that's the Bennett way. Your trucks and trailers have to be on the road, and proper maintenance is the best defense against downtime. So make sure you take care of them the Bennett way. Roll into their shop on Thunder Road in Dinnerweg or find them online at Bennett'sTruckTrailer.com. Bennett's Truck and Trailer. Maintenance done better the Bennett way.
I'm Boomer Esiason. My mom died from cancer. She was only 37 years old.
She didn't have life insurance, and that was devastating for my family. That's why having life insurance is so important to me. Ethos makes it fast and easy. Get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and get same-day coverage. You can get up to $3 million in coverage with no medical exam.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/save. That's ethos.com/save. Paid spokesperson. Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
Mike Rowe here with a radical idea. If you want to see more companies make more things in this country, buy more things from more companies who make things in this country. I refer in this case to the incredible t-shirts, sweatshirts, blue jeans, and more made by my friends at American Giant. Everything American Giant makes is made in the United States. And right now, you can take 20% off your first order at american-giant.com/Mike. That's american-giant.com/Mike.
The tough talk, the big issues, and nothing sugar-coated. Hi, this is Vince Colonnese. Join me right after Mark Levin at 8 on News Talk KZRG.
It's the KZRG Morning News Watch on News Talk KZRG.
KZRG Storm Tracker radar showing the rain pretty much has moved out of the area now. It's now over to around the Mount Vernon area, going up through Greenfield and Lockwood, but it's pretty much out of the immediate KZRG broadcasting area. Joining us now is KZRG meteorologist Terry Smith, and do we have the possibility of more rain coming later today?
We might see a couple of raindrops. I really don't think we're going to see a lot of wet weather. I think the bulk of the rain was overnight and this morning, and then I think we've really getting enough drier air that will be quiet the rest of today and tonight and a good bit of the day tomorrow. But starting tomorrow night and then, late tomorrow and then into tomorrow night and even maybe briefly early Saturday, we have that next round of showers and storms headed our way.
Now, is that the next possibility for some severe weather?
We could get some severe storms out of this as well. Now, it looks like the bulk of the energy and the potential for the severe weather will be to the north of us, but there is the potential for some damaging winds with some of those storms, perhaps some hail as well, and a slight risk of a tornado. I wouldn't rule a tornado out entirely, but my greater concern is for those gusty winds and possibly some hail.
So then, when's it going to end for this rain?
When is it going to end? Yes, when will it end? It'll end Friday night. We got a really nice weekend shaping up, and early next week as well. Once that cold front clears out of here, it does its thing. It brings us cooler and drier air. Now, it's been a while since we've had close to average temperatures, so it might actually feel a little chilly to start. But Saturday we should see plenty of sunshine and temperatures around 60, and it's going to be in the upper 30s, it looks like Saturday night, but then Sunday, another sunny day, and slightly warmer around 65. I think that warming trend will continue into early next week, but still a milder stretch of weather as opposed to the very warm and muggy conditions that we've had here the last couple of days.
Yes. All right. Good news then today, huh?
Yeah, I think so. If we just need to get through today and tomorrow, and then we can kick back and relax over the weekend.
Excellent. Terry Smith, thanks for joining us.
You bet.
We'll talk to you again tomorrow. That was KZRG's meteorologist Terry Smith with that weather outlook. Hey, don't forget this Friday, we are giving away a pair of tickets to the Ozark Mountain Daredevils. They're going to be at Downstream Casino Resort Pavilion on Sunday, April 19th. If you want to win them, you have to be a KZRG Insider. Go to newstalkkzrg.com, click on Insider, sign up. That gets you access to our exclusive email blast that we send out every Friday with breaking news that you might have missed, upcoming events, and of course, exclusive contesting like this week. If you are not an insider, become one today. And check your email tomorrow at around 12 noon-ish when Lucas sends that blast out. And in it will be exclusive opportunity for you to enter to win to get a pair of tickets to see the Ozark Mountain Daredevils. Then on Saturday night on KZRG's Route 66 show, which airs from 8 to midnight every single Saturday night, they are also giving away a pair of tickets then as well. If you want to learn how to win those, go to newstalkkzrg.com. Click on the article, and it'll explain to you how. Chris Plant at 9, Clay Travis and Buck Sexton at 11. Coming up after the news in less than 10 minutes, Trump might want to pull us out of NATO.
At 7:30, I'm Steve Scott.
I'm Lucas Davis.
Here's what's trending on News Talk KZRG.
Trump-Iran Strait of Hormuz.
Fake ICE agent robbery.
Venezuela sanctions.
No one gives you more accurate weather more often than News Talk. KZRG topping out at 80 today. Your complete forecast with KZRG meteorologist Terry Smith. Following sports, that'll be at 8. Make that 7:38. Rain has pretty much moved out of the area. It's cloudy. It's 63 in Neosho, 63 in Pittsburgh, 63 in Carthage, 63 in Joplin. FM 102.9, 105.9, AM 1310. News Talk KZRG.
President Trump repeated his calls for other countries that rely on oil passing through the Strait of Hormuz to grab it and cherish it during an address to the nation last night.
President Trump has been urging Gulf countries like the UAE to take a stand against Iran and control the Strait of Hormuz. And a White House official tells Fox that NATO Secretary General Mark Rutte will meet with the president in Washington next week. That meeting comes as President Trump has been warning he is considering pulling the U.S. out of NATO after Operation Epic Fury is over. On the ground here in the Middle East, the president says the United States is going to hit all of America's military objectives in Iran, quote, extremely hard over the next 2 to 3 weeks.
A man posing as an ICE agent is under arrest for trying to rob a 7-Eleven.
A Portland, Oregon 7-Eleven clerk says one of two men armed with what appeared to be a gun entered the store Sunday morning and tried to extort money. The clerk, Tun Win, said one of them flashed what appeared to be a badge and claimed to be an ICE agent. He allegedly demanded money, warning he'd harm Win's family if he didn't give him $20 or $50. After Win said he didn't have any money, he then threatened to return and shoot Win. The men left. Win called police, who located the suspect less than 2 miles away. 19-year-old Mason Clark faces charges of attempted theft by extortion and second-degree bias crime. Police also later recovering an airsoft gun and a fake badge. Lillian Wu, Fox News.
The United States is lifting sanctions on the acting president of Venezuela.
Delcy Rodriguez has been in charge of Venezuela since the U.S. military captured her predecessor Nicolas Maduro. The Treasury Department has now lifted long-standing sanctions against her. It means she'll be able to work more freely with American companies and investors, but is also a symbol of Rodriguez being recognized as a legitimate authority. She says she values President Trump's decision as a step forward towards normalizing relations. The U.S. has a phased plan to turn Venezuela around, now allowing Caracas to sell oil to American companies and on global markets. Jonathan Savage, Fox News.
Cloudy 63 at 7:33. News Talk KZRG.
A Carthage man is accused of firing a gun during a road rage incident in Monette on Monday.
Investigators said a man identified as Derek Daly threw trash at vehicles before he finally fired a shot at the intersection of US 60 and Highway 37. The bullet went through the front windshield of the pickup truck he was riding in. Daly is also accused of pointing that gun at the driver of an SUV. No one was injured. Daly's charged with 3 felonies, including 2 counts of unlawful use of a weapon and assault. Steve Smith, News Talk KZRG.
April is Child Abuse Prevention Month, and in honor of that, the Joplin Police Department teamed up with the Children's Center to plant a pinwheel for every child abuse report they got in 2025. Joplin Police Captain Austin Wolf telling News Talk KZRG.
They're much more significant because they represent a name of a child. They represent a family and anybody else that's affected by child abuse, because unfortunately within the communities in this country, child abuse is still occurring. And so this brings awareness. And with awareness, we encourage people to see something, report something.
If you see news, text us at 417-782-1310. Cloudy 63, 734. News Talk KZRG.
Here's your chance to help keep the city of Joplin safe. Joplin City Manager Nick Edwards and Citizen Committee Chair co-person Dottie Murphy joined the News Talk KZRG Morning Newswatch to urge citizens to vote yes on Proposition Police and Fire on the upcoming 7th ballot.
We have a police and fire department that are in need of a tremendous amount of resources so that we can have a great future, a thriving future. And so we have a tax set to meet its obligations, and we want to continue that tax for a dedicated investment towards public safety.
City Manager Nick Edwards added it's a no-tax increase, just shifting the focus from a previously instated tax.
A warning of a rise in car thefts from thieves using key fob technology purchased online.
It's happening across the country. Car thieves using key fob cloning technology.
Basically following prompts. Oh, there we go.
To steal a vehicle quickly.
They're out of here in 30, 45 seconds.
Sergeant Mike Vai with the Hennepin County Auto Task Force in Minneapolis saying key fob cloning or fob reprogramming technology purchased online accounts for about 20% of car thefts. Police here in Chicago say it accounts for about half of all car thefts, with similar numbers in Philly and Houston, putting more pressure on law enforcement and automakers for increased security measures. Jeff Manasso, Fox News.
Now with sports, here's Lucas Davis on News Talk, KZRG.
In MLB action, the Cardinals walked it off with a 2-1 win yesterday in the rubber match against the Mets thanks to a bloop single from Mason Wynn. St. Louis is off today before hitting the road for the next 6 games. The Royals beat the Twins 13-9 and wrap up their series today at 110. In D2 baseball, MSSU hosts Central Oklahoma in the first of 3 tonight at 5. Pitt State is at Fort Hays State today to kick off the first of a 3-game set as well. In prep baseball, Carl Junction beat Seneca 10-9. In prep softball, Diamond beat Fair Grove 6-1. Sports is brought to you by Hickman Lawn and Landscape. For professional lawn and landscape solutions in Webb City and Joplin, choose the experts at Hickman Lawn and Landscape. Visit hickmanlawns.com. Lucas Davis, News Talk, KZRG.
Your news, a service of Galena Liberty Pawn. Sell your unwanted gold and silver directly to the refiner for top dollar. They also sell gold and silver bullion. Galena Liberty Pawn, 708 South Main in Galena, Kansas. I'm Steve Scott.
I'm Lucas Davis.
Next news at 8 o'clock. Breaking news as it happens. No one gives you more accurate weather more often than News Talk, KZRG. Now, KZRG meteorologist Terry Smith.
Here is your KZRG forecast. Showers and thunderstorms from overnight are quickly moving out. We still may see a few rain showers through the morning. The afternoon's dry, partly cloudy, breezy. It is warm, 80 today. Tomorrow, a breezy day, a few showers, 79. Possibility of strong to severe storms tomorrow night, and then the sunshine returns Saturday. My meteorologist, Terry Smith, in the KZRG Storm Center.
KZRG Storm Tracker radar showing the rain has moved out of the immediate KZRG listing area. It's all moving to the northeast. 63 with clouds in Neosho, 63 in Pittsburgh, 63 in Galena, 63 in Joplin. News Talk KZRG with 100 weather updates every 24 hours. KZRG News Time now, 7:38.
Where did you get that smile? Joplin Family Dental.
Hey, Dr. Poston, I've got a riddle for you.
Sure, what's up, Dr. Kirk?
What's cavity fighting, calming, and covered in maple leaves?
Carthage Family Dental?
That's right. Joplin Family Dental has expanded and opened a brand new location in Carthage.
Good morning, everybody. The Babylon Bees headline from yesterday. Chicago Bulls offer to reinstate Jaden Ivey if he will do some cocaine and beat a woman for a few minutes.
Oh my God.
Bro, this tortoise was born in 1832 and is still alive.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
1832, 1926.
Dude, that's the thing. Like, there really is no reason we have to die at 80. If you think about it. I once took, when I was in college, I took a science class, the science of life. And it literally was just them analyzing, like, life and different forms of it and whatnot. And basically, what the theory that he was talking about.
We used to live hundreds of years, bro. Read the Bible.
The Bible says. But basically what the professor, the overarching theory for the whole semester was, if you are a kid, if you are born with some sort of genetic disability that kills you at the age of 4, then that genetic disability, that gene doesn't get passed on because you die before you are old enough to sire children.
To pass it on, yeah.
But there are genes that don't kick in. There are genes that kill us that don't kick in until after the age of giving that we have kids. And we're talking Alzheimer's, we're talking like kidney failure, we're talking all that. He basically, him saying like kidney failure, all those things that kill us, there's no reason that has to happen. It happens because our genetic code starts to break down. And that happens because we've passed down genes that break down after a certain period of time. But there's no reason that's a requirement for life. That's not necessarily natural, right?
So you
but
believe in going into the DNA and cleaning it up?
Well, he didn't say what to do with it. He's just saying that, like, if you have, we have my parents, genetically, I have a weak heart. My grandpa had a heart attack, all that stuff. Aside from, like, health conditions, like the way your diet and the way you take care of yourself, aside from all that, all of those genes that end up killing us, in theory, if they were just, like, if they kicked in sooner, if those heart failure genes and kidney failure genes kicked in when you were 5, they would kill you then and they just wouldn't get passed on. And then everyone else, in theory, would still have really strong everything, all well into their 80s, well into their 90s, well into their 110s. You don't have to die at that age. It's genetic, it's passing on weak genes that don't get sifted out through natural selection through birth.
Yeah, but how do you change that?
I don't know. Well, and nobody knows.
So then you do have to die at 80.
Well, yeah.
Until you figure out a way to...
Well, but like if you look at tortoises, sharks, certain amoebas, they don't have those. I mean, sharks have kidneys like everyone else. Tortoises have all the same organs, roughly.
Yeah, but
and they're living to 130.
I think
easily.
The diet, though, has a lot
diet
to
is
do
a big
with
part of it.
Like I think
for
that
sure.
has a lot to do with it.
That is
because
that
they're
is,
not eating a lot of sugar and stuff.
That is true.
And sugar, I feel. I'm pretty sure they said refined sugar is probably the biggest, like, destructive force to the human race ever.
But even at our peak diet intake, if you want to do
the 50s,
what would you say,
the 20s,
60s,
30s, something like that?
I don't know, whatever it was. Even then, we were still dying relatively, 80s, 70s. And we were dying from other environmental factors, like our lack of understanding of disease and infection and there's all sorts of other things. But, that's
another thing is, I mean, there's law of the jungle, but, like, dude, humans are so violent towards each other.
Well, there's that,
The latest news, commentary, and weather. It's the KZRG Morning News Watch on News Talk, KZRG.
Rain coming to an end here in the four-state area right now for today, at least for now. It's going to be cloudy the rest of the day, gradually becoming mostly sunny, with a high of around 80. Breezy, winds out of the south gusting as high as 39 miles per hour. Then tonight, isolated showers and thunderstorms. Overnight low down to 67, partly cloudy. Tomorrow, 50% chance of showers and thunderstorms, mainly in the afternoon, mostly cloudy with a high around 79. And then tomorrow night, a possibility of severe weather. There is a 100% chance of showers and thunderstorms. The overnight low should be down to around 48, which is a lot cooler than what it has been. Winds are going to be out of the south, gusting as high as 22 miles per hour for tomorrow night. That according to KZRG meteorologist Terry Smith.
Well, President Donald Trump said he is once again seriously considering pulling the United States out of NATO.
Just when I think you couldn't possibly be any dumber, you go and do something like this. And totally redeem yourself!
So awesome.
Yeah, Trump said, hey man, the whole thing about NATO is that we're supposed to be allies, we're supposed to be in a partnership, and where one goes, we all go. If one person gets attacked or gets dragged into a war, we all get attacked and dragged into a war. That's the whole point of something like the North Atlantic Treaty Organization, and here the United States is, not in a war. We're not in a war. Keep that in mind. Trump said it's not a war, definitely not a war. Not a war, even a little bit, not even a tad. And yet NATO still doesn't want to help. Even this not war. What is even the point of us sending all of our taxpayer money to NATO if when they need help, we're always there, but when we need help, they're never there? It is just a legitimate question.
We are carrying NATO on our backs like Christ carried the cross. They do
Put
nothing
it on a shirt,
but drag.
tweet it,
And
see
they
who
do
agrees.
nothing but drag us down. That's all they do.
Had not heard it put that way before, but that's a very good way of saying
It totally
it.
is.
Let's market that.
But one thing is NATO is probably saying, well, you didn't get attacked. You had started the attack.
Which, by the way, is not an invalid argument. I mean, that is
but
true.
But if you welcome a country into your NATO organization and that country has been shouldering the weight for decades now, when that country needs you, you go for it.
Sure, yeah. I mean, they're basically the boss.
You know what I mean? Like, yeah.
When your boss says do something, you do it. It's when the
Regardless
person
of-
signing
yeah.
your paychecks says do something, you do it. And America's
Trust me,
basically signing.
I hate it, but I got to do it.
Right.
Every time Ted sends me to some stupid little story that I got to go cover.
Hey, everything we cover on News Talk KZRG is meaningful and massive.
This dog, he took a poop in the front yard. We got to go cover that.
We gotta
All right,
go
I'll be
cover
there.
it. I'll be there. But America is basically signing NATO's checks. Does that not make us in charge? Now, the counter argument, and I'm not saying I agree, but this is the counter argument, which is basically what Steve brought up. If the U.S., if one nation keeps attacking, do we have to come defend? Let's just, for argument's sake, flip it on its head. Let's say England is a NATO ally, and let's say England is running around and starting all of these wars, and now we have to spend money on something they started that we didn't want anything to be a part of. Does that seem fair? That's the counter argument.
Right now.
You what?
We're doing that with Ukraine right now.
And we don't like it, do we? I mean,
But
conservatives
we're doing
don't.
it, though.
But we're doing
Other
it.
countries aren't. And we're
That's a
still
good point.
doing it, even though we don't like it.
Mm-hmm.
The NATO countries, they don't have the money to spend to help out with the Iran
What
situation
a-
because they've been spending all their money on Ukraine.
What a bunch of bums.
Because Trump ended up having the Ukraine situation being paid for by the NATO allies.
Well, as of recently. But I mean, I'm sorry.
Year and a half.
We were in Ukraine. We were completely
footing
funding
that bill
Ukraine
for
for
a
3
while.
years. They couldn't do it for what, 2?
Yeah.
No, less than 1. I mean, Trump. He had his 1 year anniversary, right?
It
he's had his 1
maybe
year
a little bit
anniversary.
more than 1, but it's not much.
Okay,
It's
so
not 2.
all of Europe had to start paying their fair share in the Ukraine war for maybe
I
more
don't
than
think it's-
1 year.
I don't think it's been a year.
And it's bankrupted them.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, we were doing it for 3 and we're still
Yeah.
kicking butt. I would be embarrassed if
None
I
of
were
this
Europe.
adds up.
No, it absolutely doesn't add up. It's very suspicious, 100%. Which goes back to Trump's saying, hey, maybe we should pull out of NATO.
I would forgive him for so much of the stuff that we were told he was going to do that he didn't do if he actually backed us out of NATO.
Listen, I love the idea of NATO. I think
But it's
awesome.
awful.
But the problem is its implementation.
Just like
is-
everything else.
And it's not, and that's
Sounds
not
great
us.
as a start.
I know.
but
And it really doesn't seem like the United States is the problem. It seems like there's a really massive, disproportionate amount of assistance being poured into NATO.
it's literally global fraud. All these other countries are frauding us out of money to fund NATO. That's what it is.
And by the way, you know what? Fine. If Europe, if the other NATO nations want to just hide behind the United States every time something happens, I'm okay with that. But they don't get to talk smack and call us evil.
And then not let us use their airspace.
And not let us use their
yeah.
airspace or their bases.
Even if they're not going to help us, yeah. You can't not let us use your airspace or bases,
Right.
even if you're not going to put any effort into it whatsoever.
If they are going to treat us like their personal bodyguards, then they don't get to be mad at us when we go and keep the world safe. That doesn't seem fair either.
No, like I said, I'm all for backing out. Let's get out of here.
So now here's the question, though. What next? What would happen? Do you foresee an issue? What might be some of the unintended consequences of us leaving NATO?
I would say that all of Europe would be screaming, "The world is coming to an end."
Yeah, what is the problem here?
What do you mean?
Led to us to that point if we leave NATO?
Apparently not Iran, because Trump said that we've completely, last night, KZRG,
They're eviscerated.
We carried his address to the nation live. He claimed that we completely eviscerated their army, their navy, their air force is gone. He said all of their missiles are gone. He said that we've completely, this time for real, we really did completely get rid of the nuclear threat. We said that 8 months ago when we bunker busted them last year. Apparently that was a psych out. We had to go in and do it again. But this time for real, guys, we really did get rid of the threat. So not Iran, maybe Russia, possibly China.
But I'm saying it doesn't.
Those would be the
There
threats.
still are threats now. And NATO doesn't help anyway. So that's what I'm saying. What is going to change? Because we don't get help from NATO anyway. So if we leave, then we're still fighting everything on our own or with whatever country we're teaming up against, like or Israel or whatever.
Right. And by the way, if we leave, guess what? The world is going to keep turning.
Right.
I mean, like the thing I always
You know
look
what's
at.
going to happen, though?
What?
Trump's going to do this, and then 10 days or 2 weeks or a month later, a federal judge is going to reverse it. So it doesn't matter anyway. Federal judge is just, nope, sorry, Trump, you can't do that. Like everything else that he's done. So it doesn't matter.
So we go up to Congress then.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Or the U.S. Supreme Court.
It's too bad. It's too bad Congress isn't completely controlled by conservatives and Republicans that
Almost like
mostly
they can get
back
things
Trump.
done.
Oh, wait a second, it is, and yet they still can't get anything done.
They love sitting on their hands.
Well, they don't have 60 senators in the Senate.
Well,
they don't have enough control, you know?
We need more power. More power, and then we can do it for real, guys.
More power to do nothing.
Just give us even more power, and then we can do it for real. We promise. KZRG News Time, 7:50.
And now, KZRG's Big Three, buzzing by thanks to Honeybee Tax Solutions on News Talk KZRG.
Number 3.
Last night, Trump spoke to the nation regarding Iran. News Talk KZRG carried it live. Trump declaring that Iran is, quote, essentially really no longer a threat, unquote. He then claimed that Iran has been eviscerated and that the not war is nearly complete. Wow.
Number 2.
Due to unprecedented demand, the Joplin Housing Assistance Program, Phase 3, no longer accepting applications. If you applied and have not yet received an eligibility email, I'm sorry, but you don't make the cut. Go to newstalkkzrg.com for more info.
Number 1.
A tractor trailer in Carl Junction got stuck on the tracks yesterday and got T-boned by an oncoming train of 171 to Pinnell. You may have seen the shocking video online. Thankfully, there were no injuries. Words are that the 171 to Pinnell intersection is still closed.
Now, the KZRG question of the day on News Talk KZRG.
What do you think? Or excuse me, what did you think of Trump's address to the nation last night? We were carrying it live here on News Talk KZRG. What were your thoughts on it? Leave us an open mic message or text us at 417-782-1310. Coming up, your chance to win a complimentary taco, free chips and salsa from the award-winning Ghetto Tacos on News Talk KZRG.
Here is your KZRG forecast. Showers and thunderstorms from overnight are quickly moving out. We still may see a few rain showers through the morning. The afternoon's dry, partly cloudy, breezy. It is warm, 80 today. Tomorrow, a breezy day, a few showers, 79. Possibility of strong to severe storms tomorrow night, and then the sunshine returns Saturday. I'm meteorologist Terry Smith in the KZRG Storm Center.
Is your ring getting too tight? Grandma's antique looking a little well-loved? At Como Jewelry, we fix it all right here in-house. From simple repairs to full heirloom restorations, our experts bring the sparkle back. And if you're dreaming up something completely original, we can custom create a one-of-a-kind piece from scratch, designed just for you. Come see us in Pittsburgh or at our shiny new Joplin store at 3401 North Rangeline. Como Jewelry, your jeweler for a lifetime, and your jewelry's best friend.
Mom!
Yeah?
Where does the bath drain go?
Why?
I was given my favorite Lego man a bath, and he went down the drain. So I sent a guy in after him, and a guy after him, and now the water won't go down.
When you've got a clog that can't be beat. When your shower water is above your feet. When you flush that bowl and it makes you frown.
Spring River makes that drain go down.
Hi, this is Nathan Terry. Let Spring River Drain and Sewer take the stress out of clogged pipes and backed up sewer lines. Whether it's toys, grease, roots, or years of buildup, our team has the tools and experience to clear the problem fast. And we do it right the first time. We charge flat rate pricing, not by the hour, so you know the price before we even show up. Call Spring River Drain and Sewer and get started on fixing your sewer or drains today. Schedule an appointment at springriverdrain.com, and remember,
Spring River makes that drain go down.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack. Sure, you can post your job to some job board, but then all you can do is hope the right person comes along. Which is why you should try ZipRecruiter for free at ziprecruiter.com/free. ZipRecruiter doesn't depend on candidates finding you. It finds them for you. Its powerful technology identifies people with the right experience and actively invites them to apply to your job. You get qualified candidates fast. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you what you're looking for the needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free. That's right, free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free. ZipRecruiter.com/free.
ZipRecruiter.
Hey camper, can't seem to sell a cup of hot cocoa to an Eskimo? Your marketing missing the target? Well, maybe consumers shouldn't have a target on their back. Maybe they're your friends or future customers. They want to be talked to, not targeted or stalked. Oh, sure, you say sounds swell and all, but what do we talk about? Well, how about them? How's the weather? How's their little kiddos? What's the story, Morning Glory? Advertising will be a company's first intro to the customer. So treat them like they just walked in the door. Give a big old smile, invite them in for a cup of coffee, and then maybe offer them some ideas to help their life. You're not going to sell them every time, but you always make a friend, and friends always talk to friends. So don't be lollygagging. Snag your spot at Brand Camp and learn a whole new way of attracting and keeping customers. Chuck Mefford for better marketing, and I hope I shed some light on it for you.
Join Zimmer Marketing for Brand Camp April 21st at the main event in downtown Joplin with a free lunch by Rockin' W Barbecue. Reserve your spot at ZimmerMarketing.com.
Be sure to tune in to News Talk KZRG every weekday from 9 to 11 to hear what's going on with me, Chris Plant, on News Talk KZRG.
It's the KZRG Morning Challenge.
Your chance to win a complimentary taco, free chips and salsa from the award-winning Ghetto Tacos.
To win, be the first one on the phone with the correct answer to the question at 417-782-1310, 417-782-1310. Ted, what is today's question?
Today's question is a little space-themed question in honor of the Artemis 2 launch that happened yesterday, where it seems like America's in a bit of a spacey mood. And so here it is. The North Star. It's also known as what? 417-782-1310. The North Star is also known as what? 417-782-1310. We're giving the farm away and something else too. What is it, Steve?
Complimentary taco plus chips and salsa from the award-winning Ghetto Tacos.
This is an easy one, isn't it?
Yeah.
Dead easy. All right. The North Star known as what? News Talk KZRG. What is your guess?
Polaris.
Easy money. I'm not even asking you if you Googled it. That's common knowledge. Who do we have here?
Dustin.
Hey, Dustin, what's your favorite radio station?
KZRG.
All right, Dustin, for bonus points, you get nothing out of this other than bragging rights, but here it is. What is the Zenith? Pause as he Googles it.
It's a brand of televisions that used to be built in Springfield.
Nuh-uh. Dustin, do you know what the Zenith is?
The maximum star above its horizon.
Oh, all right, yeah, right about there. Look at that, Dustin, voting in a friend. Love it. Dustin, stay on the line for us here if you don't mind. We'll be with you in just a second here. You have just won a complimentary taco, free chips and salsa from the award-winning Ghetto Tacos. And on top of that, it's also the point directly above you, too. So, you know, there's like north, south, west, east, left, right. Right above you is the Zenith. So, yeah.
And you're challenged how?
What?
You don't even know which direction's north, south, east, or west. So
I don't even know where I am
is?
right now, Steve. I don't exist in a physical dimension. I'm on a completely different plane. It's a TED plane. It is one of good looks, sarcasm, and the most witty humor you've ever heard in your entire life.
Here we go again. Sorry I brought it on.
And that was your fault, Steve. In fact, I'm a victim for having to sit here and talk about how good looking I am. You did this to me. I'm the victim here. Just so you're aware.
Pardon me, let me say...
We're the victims.
Let me say one thing.
Hey, by the way, don't forget, tomorrow at around 12 noon, we are giving away a chance to win a pair of tickets to see the Ozark Mountain Daredevils live at Downstream Casino Resort Pavilion on Sunday, April 19th. And how are we giving that opportunity to win those tickets? Well, it's very simple. If you are a KZRG Insider, you become an insider by signing up for the KZRG Insider email blast. Check your email at around 12 noon-ish tomorrow, where Lucas will send out our weekly newsletter, and in it, we'll have an exclusive contesting availability to you to win a pair of tickets to the Ozark Mountain Daredevils at Downstream Casino Resort on April 19th. Enter to win if you are an insider. If you are not an insider, no worries. There's still time to become one. It's totally free. Just go to newstalkkzrg.com and sign up. Bada bing, bada boom. Also, we're giving away a pair of tickets on Saturday night for KZRG's Route 66 show. It airs every single weeknight with Terry Hester and Matt Thomas from 8 to midnight. Tune in, and they'll be giving you a code word when you hear it. Text it to 417-782-1310.
States News, Talk, and Severe Weather Station. KZRG, KIXQ HD2, Joplin. A free service of Zimmer Marketing. It's 8 o'clock.
This is a Fox News alert. More strikes to come in Iran. I'm Chris Foster.
We are on track to complete all of America's military objectives shortly, very shortly.
President Trump, in an address to the nation, says Iran will be hit very hard in the next 2 to 3 weeks.
The country has been eviscerated and essentially is really no longer a threat.
Iran's military warns of what it calls broadening and crushing attacks in response.
Shortly before President Trump's address to the nation last night, explosions were heard in Dubai, air defences working to intercept an Iranian barrage. Less than half an hour after the president was done, Israel said its military was working to intercept incoming missiles. Iran's presidential office dismissed President Trump's speech as insane.
Fox's Jonathan Savage. Oil prices have been up around 10% since yesterday. The 4 astronauts on the Artemis 2 moon mission have been getting some work done, sandwiched in between 4-hour down periods for sleep.
They're going to be spending most of the day conducting checks around their Orion spacecraft, making sure that it's ready to go on to the moon. Engineers on the ground are trying to investigate the cause of a very temporary communications problem. It occurred about 51 minutes after launch. For just a couple minutes, the astronaut on the ground assigned to capsule communication had trouble receiving messages from the flight crew. It happened while the spacecraft was switching links from one communication satellite to another, and Mission Control quickly reestablished contact with the crew.
Fox's Jonathan Sari at Kennedy Space Center in Florida. There's no action on it today in the House, but the Senate has sent back to the House a bill that would end the partial government shutdown by funding Homeland Security, except for immigration and border enforcement, without reforms demanded by Democrats. That funding would be funded separately later. The plan was rejected by the House and President Trump last week. America's listening to Fox News.
No one gives you more accurate weather more often than News Talk. KZRG, we're heading for a high of 80. Your complete forecast with KZRG meteorologist Terry Smith following sports. That'll be at 8:08. It's cloudy, 63 in Neosho, 63 in Pittsburgh, 64 in Galena, 64 in Joplin. FM 102.9, 105.9, AM 1310, News Talk, KZRG. Train versus tractor trailer. Carl Junction Assistant Police Chief Jim Stever telling News Talk KZRG.
A tractor and a trailer towing some items that was northbound on 171, went to go make a left turn and got high-centered on the railroad track. Before the driver could notify the railroad, southbound train came through and struck the trailer portion. Nobody was injured.
Word is that the intersection of 171 and Pinell is still closed this morning. Crews spending several hours on the scene cleaning up the mess.
An unprecedented response.
The city of Joplin got so many requests for its housing assistance program, JHAP 3, that they had to close that a little bit early. Any applicant that's not yet gotten eligibility email should be aware, again, the city of Joplin no longer processing those applications. That JHAP 3 initiative is helping qualified buyers get up to $40,000 to get into a new home. I'm Ty Albright, News on KZRG.
Here's your chance to help keep the city of Joplin safe. Joplin City Manager Nick Edwards and Citizen Committee Co-Chairperson Dottie Murphy joining the KZRG Morning Newswatch to urge citizens to vote yes on Proposition Police and Fire on the upcoming April 7th ballot. Murphy saying,
we're losing our police officers, our firefighters, our dispatchers for various reasons, some of which are the pay, competitive pay. They can get paid better 100 miles down the road than they get here, even just a few miles down the road. Also, one of the big things is staffing. They're very short-staffed at this point.
Murphy adding voting yes on the proposition would help reverse the trend of well-trained personnel leaving for better situations. If you see news, text us at 417-782-1310. Cloudy, 64. It's now 8:04. News Talk, KZRG.
April is Child Abuse Prevention Month, and in honor of that, the Joplin Police Department teamed up with the Children's Center to plant pinwheels. Joplin Police Captain Austin Wolf explained to News Talk KZRG that these aren't just any old pinwheels.
These pinwheels are very, very significant because what they represent are 149 child interviews that were conducted between Joplin Police Department and the Children's Center in 2025. And all of these interviews are in reference to some form of abuse, child abuse, that is. And so what we do is at the start of Child Abuse Prevention Month, we bring awareness to child abuse. And by that, we plant these pinwheels.
As the Trump administration seeks proof of U.S. citizenship for voting, Missouri lawmakers are also considering stricter proof of citizenship to get food stamps and health care benefits.
Senate Bill 1772, it's one of several proposals tied to immigration policies. In Missouri's ongoing legislative session, the bill would require an individual to prove U.S. citizenship to receive food assistance through SNAP or Medicaid assistance through the state. It would explicitly ban non-citizens from receiving such benefits unless they meet federal definitions of qualified or eligible immigrants. The measure, under review in the Missouri Senate, would also require verification of citizenship before offering voter registration and require commercial vehicle drivers to speak and read English. Jeff Manasso, Fox News.
Now with sports, here's Lucas Davis on News Talk, KZRG.
In MLB action, the Cardinals walked it off with a 2-1 win yesterday in the rubber match against the Mets thanks to a bloop single from Mason Wynn. St. Louis is off today before hitting the road for the next 6 games. The Royals beat the Twins 13-9 and wrap up their series today at 110. In D2 baseball, MSSU hosts Central Oklahoma in the first of 3 tonight at 5. Pitt State is at Fort Hays State today to kick off the first of a 3-game set as well. In prep baseball, Carl Junction beat Seneca 10-9. In prep softball, Diamond beat Fair Grove 6-1. Sports is brought to you by Hickman Lawn and Landscape. For professional lawn and landscape solutions in Webb City and Joplin, choose the experts at Hickman Lawn and Landscape. Visit hickmanlawns.com. Lucas Davis, News Talk, KZRG.
Your news is service of Galena Liberty Pawn. Sell your unwanted gold and silver directly to the refiner for top dollar. They also sell gold and silver bullion. Galena Liberty Pawn, 708 South Main, Galena, Kansas. I'm Steve Scott.
I'm Lucas Davis.
Next news, 8:30, breaking news. As it happens, no one gives you more accurate weather more often than News Talk, KZRG. Now, KZRG meteorologist Terry Smith.
Here is your KZRG forecast. Just a few lingering showers this morning and then dry, partly cloudy, breezy, 80 today. A few showers tomorrow. I'm meteorologist Terry Smith in the KZRG Storm Center.
Find out how to brand your business and grow your bottom line with the Zimmer Marketing Brand Camp Workshop Tuesday, April 21st, catered by Rockin' W Barbecue. For details, visit zimmermarketing.com today. Zimmer Marketing, it just works.
Clean sweep on the KZRG Storm Tracker radar, 63 in Neosho, 63 in Pittsburgh, 64 in Carl Junction, 64 in Joplin. News Talk, KZRG with 100 weather updates every 24 hours. KZRG News Time, 8:08.
Need a medical provider today? Act now. Access Family Care in Joplin offers same-day medical appointments. Go right now to accessfamilycare.org and request your same-day visit. Don't wait. Get care today at accessfamilycare.org.
At Access Family Care, you're never alone out there.
For years, I've talked about Relief Factor. You've heard stories about the people who finally found real relief after trying the 3-week quick start. I'm one of those stories. My pain had become so bad that I was starting to believe that my best days were behind me. This was like 10 years ago. Relief was not in the picture until I tried Relief Factor. They are always striving to help people get out and stay out of pain. And remarkably, Relief Factor has made their already trusted formula even better. They've added premium black pepper extract because apparently that helps your body absorb the high-quality key ingredients more efficiently. So in simple terms, it helps your body get even more benefit from what you're already taking, and that matters. If you're going to take something daily, you want your body actually using as much of it as possible. So if you've been listening to me talk about Relief Factor for a while, this is your moment. Or if you're already taking it, you're now going to get the enhanced formula designed to work even smarter. Start with a 3-week quick start. It's $19.95 at relieffactor.com or call 800-4RELIEF. How will it feel to be out of pain? relieffactor.com.
They call him a gentle giant, the protector. Thinks he's a lap dog, even though only half his body fits. Takes up the entire couch when he naps and drools a lot. You love your big, furry friend, but what you don't love is smell. Heavy skin oils, thick coats, and yes, drool can cause a stink that lingers on everything. Take your big, furry friend to All Dogs Dream today and say bye-bye smell and hello to a fresh blowout. Neatly trimmed nails and clean, clear ears. Dealing with tangled, matted fur? All Dogs Dream can help with that too. They can take your pet from shaggy and overgrown to refined, fresh, and styled to the last whisker. Because when your gentle giant is clean, fresh, and properly groomed, the couch smells better, the house feels fresher, and the cuddles get a whole lot closer. That's the All Dogs Dream difference. Call All Dogs Dream to schedule your pet's next grooming appointment today. And be sure to ask about their Friday Big Dog Deals. Or book online at alldogsdream.com. All Dogs Dream, just north of Neosho on Gateway Drive.
The latest is always heard on News Talk KZRG. Broadcasting from the Downstream Casino Resort Studio, this is News Talk KZRG. From Studio 1Z, with the latest news, commentary, and weather, it's the KZRG Morning News Watch on News Talk KZRG.
Rain has moved out of the KZRG listening area so far this morning, and then it's going to be just staying cloudy, then becoming mostly sunny as the day progresses. High should be around 80. It's going to be breezy, though. Winds out of the south gusting as high as 39 miles per hour. Then tonight, chance for some isolated showers and thunderstorms. Partly cloudy, low of 67. Winds out of the southwest, gusting as high as 22 miles per hour. Tomorrow, 50% chance of showers and thunderstorms, mainly in the afternoon. Mostly cloudy with the high of 76. South winds gusting as high as 31 miles per hour. Now, tomorrow night, we do have a possibility of some severe weather, possibility of showers and thunderstorms. Overnight lows should be around 48, so the temperatures are going to get a lot cooler. Keep it here on News Talk KZRG. We will keep you informed.
Birthright citizenship. It is a massive topic in the news right now. It is something that this country is trying to figure out what to do with. The Supreme Court heard oral arguments, easy for me to say, oral arguments just yesterday regarding it. And lo and behold, do you know who was in the front row seat listening to the Supreme Court listen to oral arguments regarding birthright citizenship?
Let me take a guess. Was it Vice President J.D. Vance?
It was Hillary Clinton.
Whoa, it was Hillary?
No, just kidding. No, she doesn't actually care about anything. No, it was Donald Trump.
I was going to say it might be Donald Trump.
It was Donald Trump. He was sitting in the front row of the Supreme Court, making him the first U.S. president in history to sit and listen in on Supreme Court oral arguments.
Donald Trump should have been giving the arguments, though. I don't know if you were listening to Clay Travis and Buck Sexton yesterday. But
by the way, you can do every single weekday starting at 11.
They were talking about the guy that was presenting the government's case did not have the voice to do it. They said he sounded wimpy, and that would not help with the arguments.
They said, well, technically, birthright citizenship,
and back in the 18 or 1700s when they wrote it.
Yeah, no, honestly, the most shocking part of the whole thing was that Donald Trump didn't speak once. That's hard for him to do. Almost as hard as for me to not speak at all.
For him to do.
Yeah. So he was sitting in the front row along with Commerce Secretary Howard Lutnick, which is a little controversial because he is, in fact, on the Epstein files, even after Epstein was convicted of pedophilia in 2005. Lutnick is on the logs, having visited Epstein in 2012, years after everyone knew that this dude was a complete freak, still hanging out with him. So that's interesting that Trump had him, A, in his cabinet, and B, sitting next to him at the Supreme Court. But whatever. And alongside both of them was Attorney General Pam Bondi. And by the way, with the Howard Lutnick thing, allegedly, still alleged, innocent until proven guilty. Don't sue me, Howard. But in any case, now, the case in question basically is who gets to be called a U.S. citizen. Is it simply people born here? Okay, if that's the case, what about anchor babies? Does that include what people are now calling birthing tourism, where people from China or Russia reportedly are basically showing up in the United States for a couple of days, popping out a kid, and then heading back? and taking the kid with them. Is that kid a U.S. citizen? Does that kid get to vote in 18 years?
And could millions of kids over in China that were born in the United States but went back over there, could they vote in the U.S. election?
Great questions. These are all things that we need to figure out. Does that include, Supreme Court Judge John Roberts? He asked this question. What about children of enemies during a hostile invasion? We haven't seen one of those, but what about?
Constitution that they're not eligible.
What is?
The children of a foreign adversary. I think that's in the Constitution somewhere.
But they're not a child of the foreign nation. They're an American citizen.
Well, no, but he's saying though,
if it's an occupying force, the children of an occupying force
don't get to count. Look into that. Here's the question though: does it need to be legally registered as an enemy of the state though? Because we have a lot of quote unquote enemies that aren't legally registered as enemies of the United States, which is a legal designation.
Because it's not a war.
Because it's not a war. We're not in a war with Iran right now.
No, it's just a military excursion.
So look into that. So John Roberts, Chief Justice, he asked that.
The 14th Amendment exceptions, the U.S. Supreme Court, citing U.S. versus Wong Kim, has confirmed that children born in the U.S. of foreign enemies or members of a foreign occupying force are not automatically granted birthright citizenship. This typically refers to hostile foreign soldiers during an invasion, not foreign tourists or undocumented immigrants.
Really?
Yep.
Well, John Roberts. Look at that.
He needs to go back to law school.
Questions
and read
are
books.
answered. Questions are answered by John Roberts.
But I do think that the anchor baby situation, one way around that is the whole, because the big thing is a lot of Chinese nationals came over here having kids and then leaving, and those kids can now come back and vote.
In theory.
One way around that is the kids have to live here for a certain amount of time to be able to vote.
Oh, you think we should add something like that?
Yeah. Like if you're not gonna take that away, the anchor baby situation, then you add to it
to try and protect.
Right.
Clay and Buck yesterday were talking about they could vote absentee, and it could be done electronically from China.
Well, that's what I'm saying. No longer should you be the way to get around that is to make sure that kid has to be living in the United States for say 20 years.
20.
Yeah. I mean, how long? What? Normal kids grow up here and spend 18 years before they're able to vote?
Well, not to split hairs here, but if you're 18 years old, born and raised in America, a full-blown American citizen, you turn 18, you get to vote. Sorry, you haven't lived here for 20 years because you haven't been alive for 20 years. That doesn't really work, right? So what about 10 years? 10 years.
How about
seems
18
reasonable.
years? Make it equal.
Oh, there you go. We 18.
That's why I just said, and then Ted jumped down my throat.
Well, it's too late. I already did.
20 years and 18 years is a huge difference.
Well, no, like I said, not to split hairs, but that is important.
But what I'm saying is, so make it 18 years then. Okay,
sure, 18.
2 years away from me. Screw Lucas. Ben, you're right.
Now, Justice Ketanji Brown Jackson, who tends to lean left with some of her rulings, she said when it came to determining citizenship, would it be applied in practical terms for immigrant mothers who gave birth? How would that work? She said, quote, "How does this work? Are you suggesting that when a baby is born, people have to have documents present? Documents? Is this happening in the delivery room? How are we determining when or whether a newborn child is a citizen of the United States under your rule?" End quote. So she's obviously trying to poke holes in it, which is good. That's what the Supreme Court does. They try to poke holes to try and make it as solid as possible. For instance, if Lucas suggests you have to live 20 years in the United States, and I poke a hole saying, well, if you're 18, you get to vote, but that's not being alive in the United States for 20 years, I don't think that's an unreasonable hole to poke.
It is. It's semantics.
It's an unreasonable hole to poke, says Lucas. But this is the big dealio. What is going on with this? Where will it go? What are your guys' thoughts on it?
The Republicans will vote for it. The Democrats will say no, and it'll be a stalemate. Nothing will get done.
Simple as that?
Yep.
That's because Congress cannot do anything. How much have they done since Trump took office? Not much. They've done some, but not much.
I think it should be done because I think there are some definite loopholes that are being taken advantage of, but I don't think anything will come of it. I don't think they'll get the votes.
What are your thoughts? Leave us an open mic message or text us at 417-782-1310. Shifting gears here, there's some local events going on in the 4 states that you are probably going to want to check out because they're pretty sick. For instance, at the Joplin History Mining Museum, or History Mineral and Mining Museum, is that the full title? The Joplin History Museum.
History and Mineral Museum.
There it is, History and Mineral Museum. They are hosting on Saturday, April 11th, and next Saturday, not this upcoming one, a Lego sales swap and shop.
But the Legos could be made into a logo.
That's true. And the Legos often have logos on them.
That's right. And don't step on them on the floor with bare feet.
No.
Ouch.
Unless, of course, you're Kevin McAllister and you're trying to keep home invaders out, in which case you're going to want to spread them all over the ground in case Harry and the other guy from Home Alone tries to break in. Marv.
Yes, after they burn their hand on the doorknob.
Yeah, Harry and Marv. Now that's happening next Saturday, not this upcoming Saturday, April 11th from 10 in the morning to 2 in the afternoon. Totally free, but you can go and swap Lego sets. It's pretty sweet. You can buy, you can trade, you can sell. And if you've got a big Lego collection you want to flex or you want to make some money off of, there is still time to become a vendor. Vendor entry fees, $10 per 8-foot table to display your wares, your Lego wares on. You can go to news.kzrg.com, click on the story to learn more about that. Then on April 13th to the 27th is the Ozark 7 Art Show, where they are going to be displaying some local arts. That's pretty sweet. KZRG News Time, 8:20.
And now, KZRG's Big Three, buzzing by thanks to Honeybee Tax Solutions on News Talk KZRG.
Number 3.
Last night, Trump spoke to the nation regarding Iran. News Talk KZRG carried it live. Trump declaring that Iran is, quote, essentially really no longer a threat, unquote. He then claimed that Iran has been eviscerated and that the not war is very nearly complete.
It's not a war.
Not a war.
Number 2.
Due to unprecedented demand, the Joplin Housing Assistance Program, Phase 3, no longer accepting applications. If you applied and have not yet received an eligibility email, I'm sorry, but you did not make the cut. Go to newstalkkzrg.com for more information.
Number 1.
Yesterday, a tractor trailer in Carl Junction got stuck on the tracks and got T-boned by an oncoming train at the 171 to Pinella intersection. You may have seen the shocking video online. Thankfully, there were no reports of injuries, although the intersection we have reports of that it's still closed. Again, that's at 171 in Pinell and Carl Junction.
Now, the KZRG question of the day on News Talk KZRG.
What are your thoughts on Trump's address to the nation last night? We want to know. Text us at 417-782-1310. Kim Commando with technology coming up next. Good morning.
Here is your KZRG forecast. Showers and thunderstorms from overnight are quickly moving out. We still may see a few rain showers through the morning. The afternoon's dry. Partly cloudy, breezy. It is warm, 80 today. Tomorrow, a breezy day. A few showers, 79. Possibility of strong to severe storms tomorrow night. And then the sunshine returns Saturday. My meteorologist, Terry Smith, in the KZRG Storm Center.
If you're thinking about retiring soon, be sure to tune in to Watts on Wealth with Barry Watts of the Wealth Care Corporation. It's Sunday mornings at 6 right here. Listen as Barry Watts discusses the latest trends and headlines that would impact your retirement. Make sure you're well informed before you retire. Once again, join Barry Watts of the Wealth Care Corporation every Sunday morning at 6 for Watts on Wealth. Advisory services are provided through Wealth Care Asset Management, LLC.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack. Sure, you can post your job to some job board, but then all you can do is hope the right person comes along. Which is why you should try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. ZipRecruiter doesn't depend on candidates finding you. It finds them for you. Its powerful technology identifies people with the right experience and actively invites them to apply to your job. You get qualified candidates fast. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you what you're looking for. The needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free. That's right, free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free. ZipRecruiter.com/free.
ZipRecruiter. Hi, I'm Nurse Morgan at Oasis Medical in Joplin. If you've been thinking about Botox, filler, or collagen-stimulating treatments, here's the truth. The magic isn't in just one treatment. It's about how they work together. Neurotoxins soften lines and help you look more rested. Hyaluronic acid fillers restores natural volume, enhances your features. And biostimulators gradually rebuild your own collagen for firmer, healthier skin over time. When strategically combined, these results are balanced, refreshed, and beautifully natural. Not frozen, not overdone, just you, elevated. At Oasis, every treatment plan is customized. Whether you want a subtle maintenance or full facial rejuvenation, we designed it around your goals. Because confidence isn't about changing your face. It's about loving who you see in the mirror. Book your consultation online at oasissalonanddayspa.com or call 417-206-9999.
On some level, you have to hand it to these cyber criminals. They've come up with a scam that, according to the FBI, is so convincing almost anyone buying or building a new home or renovating one is likely to fall for it. Here's how to avoid it. I'm Kim Commander for WebRoot. WebRoot Essential Antivirus protects your devices without slowing you down. Right now, get 62% off at webroot.com/Kim. In this new scam, online criminals impersonate city and county planning officials with a phishing campaign designed to trick you into paying for fake permit fees. Criminals tap into publicly available local records of zoning and building applications and get the details of your project. Only then do they strike. The email looks exactly as if it came from your local planning commission office. There is, of course, a link to pay for the fake permits. Do not click the link. Check first with your local offices to verify. Remember, once the money is sent, you will never get it back. Tired of all the AI hype? That's why you need to get my new free weekly newsletter. Sign up now at splashofai.com. I've tried a lot of antivirus software over the years, and when something better comes along, I switch. That's why I've moved to WebRoot Essentials. WebRoot Essentials is a cloud-based AI-powered antivirus app that was designed to evolve with today's threats. It's fast, lightweight protection that works across all my devices without slowing me down. If you need another reason to switch, get this. WebRoot Essentials recently ranked #1 in independent Passmark performance studies against 9 other brands, like Norton, McAfee, and even Microsoft Defender. The study found that WebRoot Essentials scans 6 times faster, uses far less memory, and takes up 33% less space on your computer. I've seen the difference WebRoot has made for my devices, and now you can too. My listeners get 62% off WebRoot Essentials at webroot.com/Kim. Get the #1 ranked antivirus protection for just $19 a year right now at webroot.com/Kim. webroot.com/Kim. Go now while you're thinking about it. webroot.com/Kim.
Hey, join me, Sean Hannity, every weekday, 2 to 5. It's all happening right here on News Talk KZRG. Depend on it.
It's the KZRG Morning News Watch on News Talk KZRG.
Rain has pretty much come to an end in the 4-state area so far this morning. It's going to be cloudy, gradually becoming mostly sunny with a high near 80 today. Chance of isolated showers and thunderstorms tonight, partly cloudy with a low down to 67. Then tomorrow, a 50-50 chance of showers and thunderstorms in the afternoon, mostly cloudy with a high near 79. Tomorrow night, possibility of some severe storms. There's a 100% chance of precipitation for tomorrow night. Winds are going to be out of the south, gusting as high as around 22 miles per hour, except for stronger during storms. Overnight low tomorrow night should be around 48. Saturday, mostly sunny with a high near 60, all according to KZRG meteorologist Terry Smith.
Coming up after the news in less than 10 minutes here, what is the most expensive drink you've ever bought? Well, whatever it is, I promise we've got you beat. That's coming up at around 8:40. Coming up at 9, Chris Plant. He'll be in, followed, of course, by Clay Travis and Buck Sexton at 11, Sean Hannity at 2, Mark Levin at 5, and KZRG's newest show, The Vince Show, with Vince Colonnese. That's coming to you live every single weeknight at 8. Something that's coming up in the news in less than 2 minutes here, an update on what's going on with the Strait of Hormuz. What the heck is the UK going to be doing about it? What you going to be doing about it, UK? We're going to be finding out. We have that in just a couple of minutes here. Something else you need to know about is tomorrow we are giving away a pair of tickets to see the Ozark Mountain Daredevils live at the Downstream Casino Resort Pavilion on April 19th. That's a Sunday evening. We have tickets with your name on them. Here's how you win them. Become a KZRG Insider. If you're not one already, it's simple. Just go to newstalkkzrg.com, click on the Insider tab, and sign up. It's an email blast that we send out every single Friday afternoon, full of news you might have missed, upcoming events, and exclusive contesting. And one of the exclusive contests we have for you this week is tickets to see the Ozark Mountain Daredevils. Become an insider today. It's not too late to sign up. As long as you sign up before, really 11 a.m. on Friday, then which is tomorrow, then you should be good. Then once you get that email blast, scroll down to the contest section, click on it, and enter to win. And we'll announce our winners on Monday. Single winner. Details can be found at newstalkkzrg.com. It's FM 102.9, 105.9, AM 1310, News Talk KZRG. 64 in Joplin. Good morning.
At 8:30, I'm Steve Scott.
I'm Lucas Davis.
Here's what's trending on News Talk KZRG.
UK Strait of Hormuz summit.
Republicans DHS funding.
March job market.
No one gives you more accurate weather more often than News Talk KZRG. Heading for a high of 80. Your complete forecast with KZRG meteorologist Terry Smith following sports. That'll be at 8:38. It's cloudy at 63 in Neosho, 63 in Pittsburgh, 64 in Webb City, 64 in Joplin. AM 1310, FM 102.9, 105.9. News Talk KZRG.
Leaders from several dozen countries are holding a virtual summit today following President Trump's demand for other countries to take the lead in reopening the Strait of Hormuz.
UK Foreign Secretary Yvette Cooper in London is leading a virtual summit on efforts to reopen the strait. The UK has already brought 35 countries together in a joint statement to condemn attacks by Iran on unarmed commercial vessels in the Gulf. The summit will assemble those key partners, including France, Germany, Italy, Gulf Cooperation Council states, and others, to discuss ways the group can act. They have made the stipulation, though, that any moves to open and or protect the strait would occur only after the conflict between the U.S., Israel, and Iran has ended. In London, Greg Palcott, Fox News.
The House adjourned a pro forma session today without taking any action on funding the Department of Homeland Security. That despite an announcement from Republican leaders that a deal has been reached. Griff Jenkins telling News Talk KZRG.
Right now, this still stands on all about what the House does and Speaker Mike Johnson. But earlier this morning, around 7, the Senate passed the bill, the same one they passed last week at 2 a.m. on Friday. So what changed in all of this from last week? It appears that Thune and Johnson may be getting on the same page, but it's going to take selling some angry conservatives in the House GOP conference. Fox can confirm that they are going to hold an 11 a.m. conference call today to talk about what has now been sent over from the Senate, how they may want to proceed forward on this potential 2-track.
Not much change in the latest readings on the job market.
Fewer people signed up for unemployment benefits in the week ending March 28th. There were 202,000 new claims. Continuing claims, those remaining on benefits, rose to 1.84 million. Outplacement firm Challenger Gray & Christmas says U.S.-based employers announced more than 60,000 job cuts in March, more than February, but down 78% from last March, when more than 275,000 cuts were announced, partly because of federal layoffs. The monthly employment report will be released on Friday, though markets are closed for Good Friday. Janico Solda, Fox News.
Cloudy 64, it's 8:33 News Talk, KZRG.
A Carthage man is accused of firing a gun during a road rage incident in Monette on Monday.
Investigators said a man identified as Derek Daly threw trash at vehicles before he finally fired a shot at the intersection of US 60 and Highway 37. The bullet went through the front windshield of the pickup truck he was riding in. Daly is also accused of pointing that gun at the driver of an SUV. No one was injured. Daly's charged with 3 felonies, including 2 counts of unlawful use of a weapon and assault. Steve Smith, News Talk KZRG.
April is Child Abuse Prevention Month, and in honor of that, the Joplin Police Department teamed up with the Children's Center to plant a pinwheel for every child abuse report they received in 2025. Joplin Police Captain Austin Wolf telling News Talk KZRG.
They're much more significant because they represent a name of a child. They represent a family and anybody else that's affected by child abuse, because unfortunately within the communities in this country, child abuse is still occurring. And so this brings awareness. And with awareness, we encourage people to see something, report something.
If you see news, text us at 417-782-1310. Cloudy 64. It is going on 8:35. News Talk KZRG.
Here's your chance to keep Joplin safe. Joplin City Manager Nick Edwards and Citizen Committee Co-Chairperson Dottie Murphy joined the News Talk KZRG Morning News Watch to urge citizens to vote yes on Proposition Police and Fire on the upcoming April 7th ballot. Edwards said,
"We have a police and fire department that are in need of a tremendous amount of resources so that we can have a great future, a thriving future. And so we have a tax set to meet its obligations, and we want to continue that tax for a dedicated investment towards public safety."
Edwards added it's a no-tax increase, just shifting the focus from a previously instated tax.
A warning of a rise in car thefts from thieves using key fob technology purchased online.
It's happening across the country. Car thieves using key fob cloning technology.
Basically following prompts. Oh, there we go.
To steal a vehicle quickly.
They're out of here in 30, 45 seconds.
Sergeant Mike Vai with the Hennepin County Auto Task Force in Minneapolis saying key fob cloning or fob reprogramming technology purchased online accounts for about 20% of car thefts. Police here in Chicago say it accounts for about half of all car thefts, with similar numbers in Philly and Houston, putting more pressure on law enforcement and automakers for increased security measures. Jeff Manasso, Fox News.
Now with sports, here's Lucas Davis on News Talk KZRG.
In MLB action, the Cardinals walked it off with a 2-1 win yesterday in the rubber match against the Mets thanks to a bloop single from Mason Wynn. St. Louis is off today before hitting the road for the next 6 games. The Royals beat the Twins 13-9 and wrap up their series today at 110. In D2 baseball, MSSU hosts Central Oklahoma in the first of 3 tonight at 5. Pitt State is at Fort Hays State today to kick off the first of a 3-game set as well. In prep baseball, Carl Junction beat Seneca 10-9. In prep softball, Diamond beat Fair Grove 6-1. Sports is brought to you by Hickman Lawn and Landscape. For professional lawn and landscape solutions in Webb City and Joplin, choose the experts at Hickman Lawn and Landscape. Visit hickmanlawns.com. Lucas Davis, News Talk KZRG.
Your news, the service of Galena Liberty Pawn. Sell your unwanted gold and silver directly to the refiner for top dollar. They also sell gold and silver bullion. Galena Liberty Pawn, 708 South Main in Galena, Kansas. I'm Steve Scott.
I'm Lucas Davis.
Next news, 9 o'clock, breaking news. As it happens, no one gives you more accurate weather more often than News Talk KZRG. Now, KZRG meteorologist Terry Smith.
Here is your KZRG forecast. Showers and thunderstorms from overnight are quickly moving out. We still may see a few rain showers through the morning. The afternoon's dry, partly cloudy, breezy. It is warm, 80 today. Tomorrow, a breezy day, a few showers, 79. Possibility of strong to severe storms tomorrow night, and then the sunshine returns Saturday. My meteorologist Terry Smith in the KZRG Storm Center.
There's the clean sweep this morning on the KZRG Storm Tracker radar as all the rain showers have moved out of the area. 63 in Neosho, 63 in Pittsburgh, 64 in Columbus, 64 in Joplin. News Talk KZRG with 100 weather updates every 24 hours. KZRG News Time, 8:38.
Your truck and trailer doesn't get days off. They run when you run. Any weather, long miles, heavy loads, tight schedules. The road isn't kind either. It takes a toll with every mile. And when something goes down, everything stops. That's why Bennett's Truck and Trailer in Dinnerweg is here to keep your equipment ready for whatever the road throws at it. With over 50 years of experience on staff, they handle truck and trailer repairs, preventative maintenance, fabrication, and mobile service when you need it most. Whether you're running a single truck operation or managing an entire fleet, You deserve service you can trust. When you want unbeatable service and unmatched quality, that's the Bennett way. Your trucks and trailers have to be on the road, and proper maintenance is the best defense against downtime. So make sure you take care of them the Bennett way. Roll into their shop on Thunder Road in Dinaway or find them online at Bennett'sTruckTrailer.com. Bennett's Truck and Trailer. Maintenance done better the Bennett way.
Where did you get that smile? Joplin Family Dental.
Hey, Dr. Poshton, I've got a riddle for you.
Sure, what's up, Dr. Kirk?
What's cavity fighting, calming, and covered in maple leaves?
Carthage Family Dental?
That's right. Joplin Family Dental has expanded and opened a brand new location in Carthage.
We're welcoming new patients and making appointments now.
And if you've ever wanted to try sedation dentistry, now's the time.
During March and April, new patients who qualify can receive free sedation in your first treatment appointment.
It's just one more way we're making dental care easier, calmer, and more comfortable for the whole family.
And of course, you can still come see us on East 32nd Street in Joplin.
But now we'll be exactly where you need us in Carthage, too, at 2337 Bear Lawn Drive.
Call and schedule an appointment at Carthage Family Dental today.
Or find more information at FamilyDentalofCarthage.com.
Where did you get that smile? Joplin Family Dental.
What are you even doing here? That's what he asked me as we were both working at a furniture store. I'm Chris.
And I'm Zach. We're the window guys from Windows & More. I'd seen Chris on TV before doing Windows & More ads, and now he's selling couches with me.
My dad and I were running Windows & More together, but I needed that second job to make ends meet.
And I was ready to get out of the furniture store. So we started talking and figuring out how to make Windows & More work together. I would schedule us to close the store together, and we stayed after hours and mapped it all out on the whiteboard in the back room.
And the next thing you know, we're using Zach's garage as a warehouse and running Windows & More together.
And eventually, my wife wanted our garage back, so we moved to a new location, and we've kept growing ever since.
And it's all been because of your amazing support in a furniture store. Come see us at 976 North Central City Road in Joplin, or find us at windowsandmore.llc.
Never settle for less. The choice is clearly Windows and More.
This is Buck Sexton. Join me and Clay Travis every weekday from 11 till 2 right here on News Talk KZRG. Depend on it.
From Studio 1Z, with the latest news, commentary, and weather, it's the KZRG Morning News Watch on News Talk KZRG.
Showers and thunderstorms this morning have pretty much come to an end here in the KZRG listening area. It's going to be cloudy, gradually becoming mostly sunny. High today near 80 with breezy conditions. Southwest winds gusting as high as 39 miles per hour. Then tonight, isolated showers and thunderstorms in the evening. It'll be partly cloudy with the overnight low down to 67. Now tomorrow, a 50-50 chance of showers and thunderstorms mainly in the afternoon. Mostly cloudy with the high near 79. On Friday night, showers and possible thunderstorms. Some could be severe. We're keeping an eye on it. Overnight low should be around 48, and winds are going to be out of the south, becoming northerly after midnight with gusting as high as 22 miles per hour. Chance of rain for tomorrow night, 100%. That according to KZRG meteorologist Terry Smith.
Well, last weekend, a single bottle of 1945 Domaine de la Romaine Comté, which is, that's exactly right. It's Coca-Cola for very rich people. It's a bottle of very old fine wine. It's sold at the annual La Paulée auction for Acker, which is the world's largest fine wine auction house and America's oldest wine merchant in, of course, Manhattan's Upper West Side. Now, the question is, this wine, here's a statement, broke records for how much money this single bottle of wine sold. One bottle. The price point broke records. If you had to take a moment in the 4 states here, take a moment and think in your mind, what do you think a world record price for a single bottle of wine would be? Take a guess.
$50.
50. Oh, Steve! Wow, you're digging deep in those pockets.
I don't drink wine.
Well, I'll tell you what the answer is. It sold for $812,500.
How much?
So your $50 guess was a little bit off there, Steve.
Just a little bit.
Just a skosh.
Just a little bit.
It sold for $812,500, one single bottle of wine.
Now, right after it was sold, did they open it up and drink it?
They drank it and went, I don't really like it. And they sort of just sent it back to the kitchen. No, I'm just kidding. Of course not.
Oh, wow.
Now, the left likes to ask billionaires and soon-to-be trillionaires, when do you have too much money? They like to ask rich people that all the time. When is enough enough? Well, I think we might have found our answer, unironically. If somebody is buying a single bottle of wine for $812,500, that might be too much money. That might mean you have a little bit too much walking around cash. No?
That's too much.
Now, according to Forbes, this sale broke the former world record for most expensive bottle of wine sold at auction, which previously had been set in 2018 when the same bottle of wine sold for $558,000.
Wow,
So
it increased in value.
By nearly 50%. I mean, that's
Wow.
insane. I guess that would be roughly, I don't know math. I'm from whatever. Now, a representative from this wine auction house, Acker, said in a statement that this purchase, quote, cements the 1945 vintage as the most coveted bottle in the history of wine collecting. We made history this weekend, end quote. History for the dumbest purchase ever. That's insane.
I like Coca-Cola Vintage 2026.
To 2026, the finest of
Coca-Cola
diet.
Zero.
The finest of zero sugar. Yes, for a whopping $2.50 from the nearest
depending
Aldi's.
on where you get it.
All right, exactly. Now, here's the question. Why does this matter? Why does this matter in the 4 states?
Ted, whoa.
Oh, yeah?
Let me ask you this.
Okay.
Why did it matter enough that you put it on the morning Newswatch?
I'm going to tell you exactly why right now. KZRG News Time for 8:45. Here is why this is important news that you need to know about. Fellas, gentlemen, we're in some hot water now. Let me tell you something. You take the missus or the GF, or in Steve's case, the mistress, out for a nice dinner.
No, the missus.
Oh, sorry. Oh, nice cover there, Steve. And she starts eyeing the wine menu, and she goes, hey, how come you're not buying the $200 bottle of wine? That's nothing. Somebody bought a bottle for $812,000. $200 is basically nothing at all. Gentlemen, we're in some hot water now. We got to up our game. The ladies are no longer going to be accepting the $12 Snoop Dogg wine purchase anymore. They're now going to be expecting the $200 because they know that a single bottle could be worth up to $812,000. We're cooked, boys.
Now,
it's all over for us.
If that's the case for one bottle, how much would it cost for a box of that stuff?
I mean,
a box of wine. I've heard that people buy boxes of them.
My dad buys boxes of wine.
Does he?
Oh, yeah, he loves it.
Does he pay that much?
$812,000. He better not.
Okay.
That's my inheritance going down the drain.
Yeah, it's true.
If that were the case. So anyway, yeah, I thought that was pretty good, insane news. That's insane. There's a great documentary out. It came out years ago. It's somewhat dated now, but it's called Sour Grapes. And it's a documentary about this con artist that basically found a way to create wine using cheap wine. He would put it in like a bathtub and mix it up and make it taste exactly like aged wine. And then he found a way of making the labels and the bottles look exactly like aged wine. And so he would buy, 7, 8 bottles of $10 wine, mix it all up, make it look perfect, and then sell it for like $3,000 or something.
Wow.
And he was a con artist, and he was making money hand over fist. And part of the way he was able to scheme it is because people that claim to be wine connoisseurs, people that claim that they can understand the notes and the hints and the legs of the wine, are full of it. And it's complete nonsense, and they're just making stuff up. And this guy capitalized on that. And so he goes, I bet you can't taste the difference between a 1945 bottle of Domaine de la Romaine Comté versus the $12 box wine from Sam's Club or the $12 Snoop Dogg wine. And guess what? He was right. And he conned, and this is a true story, he conned all of these incredibly wealthy people that were part of this wine group hundreds and hundreds of thousands of dollars over the course of several years. It was insane.
Now, back when I was graduated from high school in my college-age years.
I didn't know they had college in
Yeah, they did, believe it or not.
12.
But one of the favorite bottles of wine for people that I knew was Boone's Farm Strawberry Hill wine. I don't know what vintage, but they had them. That was their favorite.
What was it?
Boone's Farm Strawberry Hill wine.
Ah, yes. The classiest of wines.
Yes.
That's something you wouldn't drink out of a wine glass. You would drink that out of a mug.
No, you drink it out of the bottle, I think.
Yeah, or the box, more accurately.
I don't think they had boxes back then.
They didn't have box wine way back then.
I don't think so.
That's surprising to me. Interesting. So anyway, that was kind of a funny story. I wanted to share that with you. Hey, something else that you need to know about April, on a more serious note, is Child Abuse Prevention Month. And on April 10th, it is being encouraged by leaders and attorneys generals and governors and celebrities, politicians all across the country. On April 10th, it is being asked of you to wear blue, because that is Wear Blue Day in honor of Child Abuse Prevention Month, to help raise awareness about this. Now, a lot of people, when they think of child abuse, they think of kids getting hit, struck at home, the drunk dad burning the cigarette or the cigar out on the kid's skin. That is absolutely a very real form of child abuse that is prevalent, unfortunately. But there are also other forms that people might not realize because they're much harder to see. Emotional abuse, sexual abuse, neglect. That's a big one.
Yeah.
Not feeding the kid. That one you might be able to spot if the kid is skin and bones, but, you never know. So just, take time. Talk to your family about it. You can go to newstalkkzrg.com, click on the article. There's some ways of helping spot it and things of that nature. What to do when you feel you have found or been able to spot it. Things like that. It is very sad, but unfortunately it is very real, even here in the 4 states. KZRG News Time, 8:50.
And now, KZRG's Big Three, buzzing by thanks to Honeybee Tax Solutions on News Talk KZRG.
Number 3.
Last night, Trump spoke to the nation regarding Iran. News Talk KZRG carried the speech live. Trump declared that Iran is, quote, essentially really no longer a threat, unquote. He then claimed that Iran has been eviscerated and that the not war is very nearly complete.
Don't even say that word. It's not a war, Steve.
It's a not war.
Not war.
Number 2.
Due to unprecedented demand, the Joplin Housing Assistance Program, Phase 3, no longer accepting applications. If you applied and have not yet received an eligibility email, I'm sorry to tell you, but you did not make the cut. Go to newstalkkzrg.com for more information.
Not a war.
Number 1.
A tractor trailer in Carl Junction got stuck on the tracks yesterday and got T-boned by an oncoming train at 171 in Pinnell. You may have seen the shocking video online. Thankfully, there were no injuries. Reports are that the intersection of Pinnell and 171 is still closed.
Not a war.
Now, the KZRG question of the day on News Talk KZRG.
What did you think of Trump's address to the nation last night? He spoke about Iran and what is going on there, which is categorically not a war, according to him and his administration. Not so much to literally anyone else with 2 eyes, a set of ears, and 11 fingers. We want to know your thinking, though. What did you think of his address to the nation last night? Coming up in less than 10 minutes, Chris Plant on News Talk KZRG.
Here is your KZRG forecast. Showers and thunderstorms.
Hey, thanks for hanging out, guys. We'll talk to you later.